Right. Oh, chat!
I do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but
Oh my, hold on. I know how to
I'm
fix
not
it.
the best judge of other people's sense of humor.
Hold on, I got it, chat. I know how to fix it.
Why is the game so loud? What's going on?
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Relax. Relax.
Oh, brother. We've got stuff. Scuffy McGee over here. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. I thought CyYu was a professional. I'm a professional.
He's a professional.
Good deeds
But chat.
and bad. In the end, all will be placed upon the scales.
All will be placed upon the scales. Yeah, like you can hear the vibration of my voice nowadays. Anyway, before we get started, just a heads up, if you are not aware, we've got CyYu merch. That's right, ladies and gents, and non-binies, obviously. Make sure to get some CyYu apparel using exclamation point style, and you can look as dashing as Hayden, and kind of okay as me. I mean, let's be honest, Hayden carried. But yeah, we've got quite the selection. You only have until the end of May, and if you don't get it by the end of May, it'll be gone forever, and it'll be all your fault. So yeah, get CyYu apparel now. Anyway. I'm a professional. All right. Oh, I know what to do. It was a little bit delayed. It was a little bit delayed. There we go. My cousin, I've had to tell my cousin straight up what I need him to do. Wait, you're a baritone? Allegedly. Allegedly. I'm in my Cyno cosplay. All right. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Because your singing voice is high ranged. I thought you were a tenor. Bro, I don't know. I just tell people what I think what they tell me I am. We are gonna do this at some point. I don't know how long this event is. But
I do try to lighten the mood sometimes.
Oh, the Ito event? So excited, it's like 3 hours. Not long at all. Really? Okay, wait a minute. 2 to 3 hours? Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to get to it today, because my main focus today is the boy. Because this is what we're doing. Quest is currently... Can I still do it? You're gonna make me do this. You're really gonna screw me over? You're really gonna screw me over? The quest is occupied. That's okay. We'll just... That's okay. I'll just cry myself to sleep. That's okay. Look, we'll just move them around. We'll just move them around. This is really the worst feature in Genshin. Yo, Amiya, I didn't even start your quest. Maybe I did, and I can't remember.
Welcome to a Caravan.
I am going to a con this weekend.
Feel free to have a look around.
Wow.
This is our current bestseller, the Aranara.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna skip this.
Are based on the fairy tales.
Look, I love you, Jenny. I love you, Jenny, but I am trying to do the Cyno quest.
You two told me. Oh, they're all
I
so
love you, Jenny. But let's be honest.
Akademiya would like this, but even she might have a... Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna be honest. Look, I'm just gonna watch these. I'm just gonna watch these cutscenes online. Jenny would do the same. Damn right. Jenny. Oh, Jenny. Rip request is great, but not right now. Facts. Facts. Watch me do that. By the way, can we talk about something? I have seen so many people.
Is that how they talk?
Here, hold on. Let me lower the volume a little bit. I have seen.
Interesting.
Of course. Thank you for your patronage.
Some folks talk about how the quest is way too long. Or I saw some folks online talk about how the quest is like 3 hours long, and I don't remember a character story quest being 3 hours long. I'm like, have you not played a story quest since like base game? What are you talking about? Or maybe they're confusing it with like, maybe they're confusing it with, oh, I really am stuck here the whole time. That sucks. Maybe they're confusing it with HSR. Cause like, dude, also, I have to bring this up. I talked about this earlier with Simba. I'm not going to name the person that said this, but like, bro,
This is Treasure Street.
I made one joke
I just saw a
about
group of people
Sunday yapping,
For example,
aka talking way too much.
Paimon doesn't
And apparently the meme has gone too far or something.
Paimon kinda gets
Like the way it was told to me is like
but Paimon
almost as if like Genshin could never type jokes. And I was like, bro, it ain't that deep. And you're gonna tell me, chat, I played the 2.2 story of HSR, and it legitimately took me, mind you, streamer tax, obviously, but it legitimately took me like 12 hours. Now, obviously, I'm about to be exaggerating right here, but it felt out of those 12 hours that 3 of those hours was just Sunday talking. Obviously, could be an exaggeration. And here's the thing. Just because he talked a lot doesn't mean it was bad. But
Paimon thinks
what are we
Paimon
talking
thinks
about?
around. Looks like you two are in the pickle. Why not
The
consult
Hida, you're in this
someone
quest?
who
Man,
tells
what a
everything
great
she
quest that
knows?
I am not going to...
I'm here to. Looks like I showed up. Okay.
Yeah, for me it was 8 hours long. Well, here's the thing. I'm a streamer and I get distracted easily. And I also need to use the restroom. And also I don't skip dialogue. And also I just go around going all over the place like an idiot.
So, I'm sorry. If we tell this to you,
I'm glad, well, we're stuck in Jenny Okabori land right now. Wow, look at Yoimiya. I can't believe it. Wow. He says as he's skipping dialogue right now. Yeah, but I'm trying to do the Cyno quest, not the Jenny Okabori quest. But yeah.
So, why don't we,
Cyno sure looks different. Yeah, that's Pyro Cyno. Did you guys not know? But yeah, I rarely, if ever, make the joke about yapping. And the one time I make it, someone was like, actually, I'm sick and tired of seeing this with story-driven stories that they talk. Bro, in story-driven games, God of War, Uncharted, you know, The Last of Us. I don't know what happened. The Last of Us. Hell, even in other moments of HSR, Final Fantasy 16, like multiple different games that have no cutscene is like an hour to 2 hours long. The longest cutscene I think in a video game that has story-driven anything was, I think, and I can't even confirm this because I haven't played the game, but I heard it was like Metal Gear Solid 4, maybe 5 or something. I don't know. The Kingdom Hearts 3 cutscenes, but here's the thing, even then, there was like moments where you could do combat, moments where you could explore, moments where you're doing a puzzle in all of those games, right? The pacing for like Divi, I don't know how to describe it, I can't just say it's pacing, right? But like spreading out, like being able to do certain things, it was just done better. And all of that to say, I still... Oh.
Traveler, Paimon.
We just fell into the story. Well, anyway, that was my rant about yapping. Hey, what up, Cyno? What's good?
Cyno! It's been so long since we last saw you!
Yeah, it's been a whole year. Remember when I was in you know, all those patches like 3.1 through 3.6, and that was a lot of fun. Remember that? Remember that? What a random ass bird. Book person, thank you for the sub.
Cyno just chillin'.
Cyno just chilling. Really feels like it's been forever. You look like you've been keeping well. Hold on, fellas.
You don't seem weary at all from your travels. If anything, you seem stronger.
Hell yeah. It's funny because the voice isn't insanely different, but it is noticeable, right? Like it is like a little down here, as opposed to being up here where it was.
So, what brings you back here?
Oh, you know, the sights, the views, everything.
Oh, nothing in particular. I just saw a really big mushroom out on the road the other day and suddenly missed all our friends in Sumeru.
It's kind of fucked up that you only associate Sumeru with mushrooms. I'm just saying.
Funnily enough, we were reminiscing about you recently too. It was at a group dinner. I look forward to hearing about your travels. Something tells me we must have a lot to catch up on.
Well, you know, just a whole other nation to catch up on. No big deal.
Really? You were thinking of us too? What a coincidence!
Yeah, I only play you guys almost every day. We also need to play Genius Invocation TCG, guys.
Indeed. Or as I call it, the
I'm going to
beer
pound
yawning
you until
factor.
you beg for mercy!
All right, I'm muting the sound because you just ruined my joke! Anyway, ruined my joke, and I hate you. Anyway, don't worry, guys. Genshin just introduced the playback feature, so watch this. Indeed, or as I call it, the biryani factor. Wow! Man, yeah, it's a little weird. For some reason, the effect is just muffled now. I don't know what it is about, like, the replay, but here, let me try it one more time. Indeed, or as I call it, the biryani factor. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a little muffled. I don't know what it is. Yeah, Genshin should look into that. I don't know. Maybe it's like overly compressed. Also, who's the random guy in the background just like, is that Cyno? Look at Traveler just like, you cheeky bitch. Day one, baby. We back. Oh, we're so back.
You really want me to say the rest? Okay. It's always rice to meet stew again.
Let's go! Rice to meat stew! He said the thing! Ah! Anyway, this is why I lose my voice.
Oh, darn, he said it.
I win the bet, Paimon. Time to pay up.
You like that one, huh? You must if you remember it after all this time. Admit the truth. You have long been in awe of my razor-sharp wit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I have.
All right. Here's your 500 Mora.
You only bet 500 Mora? Thanks, Cyno. Feels good to hit the jackpot. Thanks, Paimon. Feels good to hit the jackpot.
Paimon's never making a bet again. Paimon really thought Cyno would be able to hold back on the jokes.
You're
They say
delusional.
people can change, but maybe that's just wishful thinking.
Bro, it's only been a year. What are you talking about?
Ah, so this was technically my fault. In that case, I'll treat you to some sweets later.
Yay!
Anyway, I'm actually investigating a case right now. My mind is focused on work, which is why I didn't complete the joke at first.
You see, guys? He's on the job.
A case? What happened?
Oh, you know. The usual.
Nothing major. But after finding out who was involved, I decided, on reflection, to handle this one myself.
Need any help? We only came here to hang out, so we've got the time. You may as well take us with you, and then when you're done, we can, you know.
Such enthusiasm. Are you worried I'll forget about treating you to some sweets if you're not around to remind me?
I'm sorry, Paimon. What the... What?
What? No! All right, was it really that obvious?
Yes. Thank you for the 13 months.
Obvious enough. Still, it's a fine idea. You are the heroes of Sumeru. It makes perfect sense to work together.
Yay!
All right, follow me.
Friendship! Oh, shit. It's not really following, guys. It's Oath Keeper. Lupus Aureus, Chapter, Act 2. Hell yeah. Alright, alright, alright. We're doing that one. We're doing that one. We have to make sure. Bro, I have a feeling we might cross paths with, like, the other quests. And I'm just gonna be like, what's going on? Oh, man, oh, man. I just can't believe we stumbled into it. That's really funny.
Do you see him? The old man flailing around?
Yeah, old man.
Oh, is he the one you wanted to talk to about the case?
Do that new focus mode? I thought I had that new focus mode on.
Correct. His name is Cyrus, a former Spontamod sage. He taught both me and Lisa.
Could you not tell? We have the same hairstyle, except that he has it in a ponytail. I should probably do that. That'd be cool.
Huh? Cyno's teacher is in trouble?
Actually, that would be kind of sick. Hold up. Cyno rocking a ponytail? Hold up.
It's ridiculous. I'm just an old man who enjoys a spot of gardening, shopping, and wine.
Hold up.
What sort of person targets an old retiree?
Hey, yo, Cyrus, your voice! Okay, I don't want to say nothing. But, like, am I crazy? Does that... Can you... Hey, buddy, can you say Clementine for me? Just real quick.
Professor, I've brought some friends.
Can this man just go, Clementine? Like, am I tripping?
Ah, Cyno. Now who do we have here?
Like, am I crazy? Now, I don't know, and I can't confirm, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. They never or hardly ever tell us, like, who is voicing who alongside us, right? Like, I think the only time they ever told me who was voicing anybody was when Zach took over for Tighnari. So that's been the only time. But, damn.
Hold on, let me think. A flying fairy dressed in white? A youth who does not seem to hail from this land? My goodness. You must be the legendary traveler in Paimon. I've heard all about what you've done for Sumeru.
Man, I love his voice.
Wow, looks like we're really famous.
I guess.
I've told him about you before. You are my friends, after all.
Friends? What? No. Anyway, good to meet you, sir. We're here to help Cyno.
That's right. Let me summarize the situation.
Yeah, time to get down to business. Everyone got deep voices now. I definitely lowered my voice for, like, whenever... I lowered my voice when... so here's the thing about Cyno, right? If you thought his voice was already lower, I actually try to lower it ever so slightly when it's work mode, Cyno, right? When he's just like, oh, I'm with my friends, we're talking about TCG, I can lighten him up. But when it's time to... When I am the general, I lower the voice a little bit. Like, even in attitude. So...
A couple of days ago, Professor Cyrus suddenly received a threat letter.
A threat letter?
Oh,
Exactly.
God! Sorry.
Who sends a threat letter to an old man like me, for goodness sake?
This is the letter in question.
Cyrus, I've uncovered your secret. If you wish to prevent it from going public, leave 10 million mora at the back door of the cafe.
I feel like we need, like, you know, some sort of, like, music going right here.
Secondly, don't come looking for me. You'll never find me.
You'll never, ever find me.
Watching you and all of your secrets. Finally, if you dare to report this to the Matra, there will be consequences.
I'll kill
They
you.
sure didn't mince their words.
Clearly, this person must be desperate for Mora.
10 million mora, what a joke. I'm just a single retiree with nothing to my name beyond the tomatoes in my garden. Where do people think I'm hiding 10 million mora, huh? In my tomatoes?
Yes. They grow on trees, right? Like money? Anyway.
There were no witnesses, so currently the letter is all we've got. So, Traveler, Paimon, let's put our heads together.
Ready when you are. I really hope, I know they probably won't, but I really hope with 5.0, they introduce a quality of life where the different languages, like the mouth flaps, match the different languages. It's a very subtle thing, but I hope that they do.
Paimon's ready too.
All right, take a look. Do you see anything suspicious?
Cyrus, I have uncovered your secret. If you wish to prevent it from going public, leave 10 million more. The symbol? From Cyno's description, it sounds like the threat letter didn't come in an envelope. It was simply written on a crude piece of paper and left for Cyrus to find. Paper?
Very good. The paper has a rather rough texture. It's not the typical kind you see in most books.
Another thing is, some of these strokes look kind of blurry. Could there be an issue with the ink?
It's more noticeable in this quest to me. I think it's, here's the truth of the matter. I know that we don't like comparing Genshin with Star Rail. I know that, and mind you, two different complete games, like, you know, where they're just under the same company. But I feel like if you play both and you know that they're both by Hoyo, you're like, oh, that's weird. They do match it in Star Rail. Why don't they do that in Genshin? It's just a little thing that people notice, you know? That's just what it is, right? Like, people are going to make those connections because they are under the same umbrella. But, you know, development for both is vastly different. So, I get it. All I can do is just keep hoping and praying, and the copium will settle in sooner or later.
Possibly. And I bet the paper has something to do with it.
Most of the paper around here is much smoother than this, and the ink is absorbed quickly so it doesn't run. This paper, meanwhile,
yeah, different depth themes for sure.
Very coarse-grained. Almost as
oh
if
my god, I love hearing his voice.
Made from some sort of plant matter.
It's certainly not the same paper as we use in the Akademiya, but the ink is nothing special. Just regular black ink that gets a blue tinge when applied to paper.
Damn, all right.
So do we think the culprit has a connection with the Akademiya or not? Wait, check this out. Looks like this part got wet at some point.
Whoa.
Agreed. The staining suggests it was a colored liquid, not plain water. It also looks like it was wiped off with a damp cloth.
A colored liquid. So, tea? Wine?
Looks like we're thinking along similar lines.
That's what I'm thinking, Just, but it's
Let's
not confirmed.
go talk to Arof. There are some things I'll need him to take care of.
Let's go! All right, chat, before I mess this up in any way, shape, or form, how do I apply the focused mode that you guys are talking about? Do I have to go to my settings? Magic? Wow, thanks. You camp for this quest? Then I guess I'll suffer! That is a very long message. Chimera Gang, after so long, cannot wait to see and play it and hear your thoughts. P.S. Got Hat Guy while watching the stream? Hell yeah. You guys are literally the reason. Aw, well, I'm glad. Well, stay tuned, cause next week we might be doing another Sumeru stream. You didn't hear that from me, fellas. Sumeru went. No, it's not Windtrace. We're actually, what the hell are we doing? Oh, yeah, I remember what we're doing. I'm not gonna say yet, but it's just a wacky game. It has nothing to do with Genshin. I am participating in a Windtrace thing that I don't think I can talk about yet, and that'll be on Sunday. So that'll be funny.
Araf. There he is.
Can't you tell by his NPC complexion?
Matra Cyno, Sir Cyrus. Ah, and the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while.
I don't know why. I really like his voice. Thoughts on new Windtrace? I haven't tried it yet. We might try it after the quest. We'll see.
As such, I'm inclined to believe that the culprit in this case is a student at the Akademiya. Somebody young and strapped for cash. Oh, one last thing. I'd start your investigation by taking a look at the cafes in the city.
Oh, of course! You think the culprit spilled their coffee on the ladder, huh?
Damn, Mr. Detective
they do look
over
like
here.
Coffee stains to me. Also, If I'm not mistaken, the letter
you're
is
all
written
fine,
on a
Maki.
type of scented
I
paper
appreciate
that
the
has
resub.
aromatics added during the manufacturing process. The kind often provided as writing material for customers in cafes and taverns.
Look at this man, Batman
of
over here.
course. Yes, like they sell in the gift shops. I remember now. Zaha
Not much,
Hadid
Grisellian.
bought some a while back. She said she was going to use it as wrapping paper for a vase.
Understood. I'll assemble a team to investigate the points of interest immediately.
You have my gratitude.
No,
One
it's not
last
Pico
thing.
Park.
Send some Matra to guard the entrances and exits of Sumeru City. And change into plain clothes. Don't let them see you coming.
Will do.
I can see what you guys mean by it sounds like Ben. It has like a Ben quality.
Great thinking, Cyno. So, where do we think the culprit's at right now?
I doubt they'd go back to the cafe.
Yeah, they've probably been lying low at home waiting to see how Cyrus reacts.
You're right, Paimon.
Wow! Round of applause for Paimon.
Really? Which part?
The culprit's approach. Whatever happens, they need this Mora. But just because they warned Professor Cyrus not to go to the Matra, doesn't mean they know what he'll do next. So, like you said, they need to wait and see. And crucially, the culprit said they'd be watching the professor's every move.
Look at that guy glowing. It's like, oh god, I hope they don't know it's me.
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
Hey, yo! Hey, yo?
Found you!
Oh yeah, I remember I did multiples of this line because I remember the first one I tried to match the trailer and and I went, found you. But then Chris, the director, Faela, he was like, bigger, like yell it. And I was like, really? All right, sure. So yeah.
What are you doing?
You know, just hanging out.
You wrote the threat letter.
I don't know what you're talking about. What threat letter?
Man, it's crazy knowing so many people in this industry and just be like, damn, that voice sounds familiar. Who the hell is this? I just wish Genshin would have like a credits roll of like whenever you finish a quest or something being like, these are all the people that worked on this.
I sensed someone was watching us from the shadows the moment we entered the House of Dana. You managed to stay relatively well hidden for someone reckless enough to threaten Professor Cyrus.
Objection! You're an idiot!
There are a lot of people here, but we were looking specifically for Arav. Whoever followed us the whole way was likely to be the culprit.
Case closed, idiot.
I was just listening in, that's all. You know something big's going down when Mahamatra Cyno shows up, right? So I got a little curious. What's the big deal?
The big deal is, you're dead. Hey guys, don't tell my mom this, but I've thought about getting the Cyno constellation as a tattoo. Don't tell my mom. I've also thought about getting the I also thought about getting like the Jingyuan, like not constellation obviously, but like the symbol that represents them, you know.
You smiled when Arav left. I saw it as clear as day.
Yeah. Look at him.
Is smiling a crime now?
It is. If you's a bitch.
There are coffee stains on the letter. You mixed some coffee with water, gently smeared it onto the paper, then wiped it off with a wet cloth. All to create the impression that the letter was written at a cafe.
I'm 5 steps ahead of you. I'm playing Honkai Star Rail while you're over here playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Get it together. I've been through Penacony. I know that everyone's out for themselves.
Closing off the exits to the city doesn't affect you because you already live here. And as long as the Matra were focused on the cafes, you would be free from scrutiny.
Get 'em.
The cafe was a red herring all along. You had to be somewhere where you could monitor the professor's movements.
And now you've activated my trap card.
You can't pin this on me. I haven't done anything.
I think I know exactly who this is. So here's the crazy part. A long time ago, there was a voice actor that I told him, I was like, bro, you've got like a Sam Riegel thing going on. And I think it's that actor. I don't think this is Sam Riegel, but I think it's that actor that I thought sounded like Sam Riegel. Anyway.
Really? Then why are you shaking like a leaf?
Who?
The innocent have no reason to fear the Matra. But you... Your heart's racing, and your eyelids are twitching. You're a terrible liar.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember doing half these reads. You know, like, you know when you're proud of your work a little bit, and you're just like, bro, I kinda killed that shit. Like, I never think that, but I was like, hey, you know, that was pretty good.
I would never...
Thanks, Chris, for directing me.
Don't try anything or you'll pay the price. Now come with me.
Yeah, that motherfucker dead.
Well, that was over quickly. Cyno already caught the guy.
Good quest. Short, sweet, to the
You're
point.
telling me. One minute I go out for a quick smoke, the next minute I see Arav already on his way back to meet up with Cyno.
Damn, my guy went to get a smoke. That's crazy. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know Wuthering Waves had co-op. I am going to try Wuthering Waves when it drops. I'll probably do a few streams, just a heads up, just to give it a good old college try. And just like college, I'll probably drop out, depending. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I did not know Wuthering Waves had co-op.
Looked like a young guy, too. Couldn't have been much more than 30. But after what he's done, I'm afraid he's ruined his whole future.
Everyone, it's all over.
My guy said he was young, couldn't be more than 30. You hear that, chat? He's young. He couldn't be older than 30. You hear that, chat? You hear that, chat? He's young. He's a spry old guy. A young guy, fuck.
Gosh, that was so fast.
The culprit's name is Uraka, a 16-year-old student in the Rataoist Darshan.
Yeah, anyway, he was actually 16, not, anyway, that is,
Huh?
I thought he was 30.
16? Cyrus thought he looked 30-something.
Yeah, kids are maturing very, they looking old as fuck nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
We checked his records. He's 16, a third-year student.
I'm 16. Life begins after school. That's where we bend all the rules.
But he looks so old.
Yeah, seriously.
Damn.
Foolish child. He's too young for the criminal life. What the devil drove him down this path?
Nihility.
We questioned the culprit regarding his motives. He,
Oh, just spit it out. Nothing can surprise me at this point.
Very well. It's our understanding that Uraka is a mediocre student who has been underperforming in his classes.
Damn, he's
He
stupid
started
too.
taking extra tutoring to improve his grades, but developed a gambling habit around the same time and lost a lot of mora.
So chat, I believe Genshin Impact is calling you out. Are you a college student? Sorry, hold on. Let me, so you can understand, you know, I don't have keys with me, but, so then you can understand. Are you a college student that's spending way too much money on gacha games? Are you struggling in school? Well, have no fear, because this is about you. Did you understand, chat?
Down on his luck, he went to the tavern for a drink and overheard some people chatting about Sir Cyrus's comfortable retirement. They mentioned that he's always arguing about his tomato plants with some old woman on the street.
Damn.
Some old woman on the street? Goodness gracious. Has that rascal attended a single one of his classes? That old woman is Kasharwar's very own professor, Zaha Hadid.
Zaha
How can he
Hadid?
not know who Zaha Hadid is?
Who?
Is this going somewhere?
Oh, right, yes. So another thing. We don't just argue about tomato plants. And what are they trying to insinuate by comfortable retirement? A man grows a few vegetables and suddenly he's living a life of luxury?
Damn right. That's how it works.
Maybe it's more the fact that you have the time to grow vegetables in the first place.
Araka mentioned he'd heard a rumor, alleging that Sir Cyrus illegally obtained a large sum of money from the desert before retiring and kept it for himself instead of reporting
How
it to the
convenient.
Akademiya. Araka believes this money to be the reason why Sir Cyrus hasn't kept up with any academic research or other projects since his retirement. And given your advanced age, he thought you'd be an easy target to blackmail.
Wow.
Oh, Araka. I'm at a loss for words. I'm so angry I don't know where to start.
People make up rumors all the time. I am quite confident that Professor Cyrus has never embezzled a Mora in his life.
Yeah, no embezzling here.
Arav, you'll have to find some excuse to interrogate Araka again later. I need you to deliver a few firm fistfuls to him on my behalf.
Yeah.
I completely understand how you feel, Sir Cyrus.
I'll
but
personally
I'm afraid that
interrogate
course
him.
of action goes against the Matra's principles.
Professor, there's no need to be childish about this.
Oh. Yeah. Ha ha ha. No, not being childish at all, buddy.
Oh, come on. I was clearly joking.
You're bad at jokes. And that's coming from me.
Okay. Where does this go from here?
Where do we go?
The Akademiya will determine the appropriate disciplinary action against the student. And as for the individuals spreading rumors about the professor's obsession with tomatoes and some old woman on the street, there could be a slander case here. The Matra will continue to investigate.
Let's go,
Who
Matra.
said I'm obsessed with some old woman on the street? Mind your wording or you'll start a whole new rumor.
A whole new rumor.
You seem confused. Oh, don't you understand?
No.
Uraka is just a young boy who made a very rash and very stupid decision based on some groundless rumor he heard.
Uh-huh.
Besides, I didn't actually hand over any Mora to him. The whole thing sounds a lot worse than it is.
What is going on?
All it costs me is a little reputational damage.
True.
That's all.
Thank you for the 10
Please
months.
rest assured, Professor, that the Akademiya will issue a fair and reasonable punishment.
Yeah.
Yes,
Me
I
though.
have no
Thank you for the
doubt
prime.
about that. But as a former educator, I'd still like to have a serious conversation with the boy's parents. Their family lives in the city, yes?
He has no parents.
Correct.
We looked into the family. Both parents are merchants and they're often away on business.
Wow.
They've never taken much of an active role in their children's lives.
Oh, good.
Oh, what a mess. You don't have to seal the evidence away yet, do you?
What up, mail wife?
I'd like to have that letter back for the time being, if possible. I need
Caravan.
something concrete for
Take it to
when I
Prime.
talk to the family tonight. We have to show them how serious this situation is.
The relevant
I guess
authorities
so.
have already reviewed the evidence and are now discussing Araka's punishment. You can hold on to the letter for now. Just make sure to return it within a couple of days.
I'm the General
Oh.
Mahamatra, bro. You're
So
gonna get
you'll
it back.
be able to close the case in 2 days.
2 days.
Give or take, cases like this are quick to resolve.
Very good.
Dude, chat, I might be
Thank you
biased.
for all your help. Perhaps we can all go for a meal together.
Chat, I might be
Oh,
biased.
my treat, of
But
course.
Cyno's design is just cool. Like, it's been a while since I've seen him in a cutscene, but his design is just so cool.
My apologies, Sir Cyrus, but I have a prior commitment. Enjoy the meal, everyone.
Ah, I see. Well, that's a pity. But Cyno, you have to come. You found the culprit at record speed, and I owe you for that.
You're welcome.
Ah, and isn't Tainari in town at the moment?
Hey, what are we doing
Bring
here?
him along, too.
What are we doing?
Wait, you mean Tainari's in the city?
He is. Tainari's master, Sir Nephis, called him and Kale to the Akademiya to help out on a project. They should be at Nephis's office at this hour. Though I must say, I'm surprised you're extending an invitation to Tainari. Did you do something to offend Sir Nephis?
Don't be outrageous. Nephis offends me all the time. It's never the other way around. Anyway, hurry up and fetch
Interesting.
Tainari. I'll head over to the tavern with the Traveler and Paimon. See you there. Go on now. Don't keep us waiting.
He's trying to get rid of us, chat. He's trying to get rid of Cyno. But luckily for him, I am Cyno. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-na. Wait, if we're gonna have him,
I'll lead the way.
There we go. All is right. Yeah, you know, having 3 DPS in your team, no big deal. Enter the tavern.
Not to brag, but we never had problems like this at Ratawa Hist back when I was still teaching. And if you don't want to take my word for it, you can ask them.
Oh, brother, here we go. Back in my day. All right, old man. It's that meme, like, pushing. I need someone to make an edit of, like, the wheelchair meme with Cyrus on the wheelchair, just be like, back in my day, and Cyno just pushing the wheelchair. Yes, yes, old man.
They were students at the time. They'll tell you what it was like, won't they?
I was out in the forest at least 4 days a week back then, thanks to a colossal workload from Master. It wrought havoc on my poor tail, so I didn't exactly keep up to date with what was going on at the Akademiya. Most of what I know, I heard from Cyno after the fact.
Bro, it's so weird being back in Sumeru. Can we get more of this?
Professor's become a lot more laid back in his retirement. He used to be far stricter, and was especially known for being extremely principled.
Wow. It's hard enough to stay true to your principles as a normal person. I can't imagine doing that as a sage.
Bro, it's so weird. It's so weird hearing Kale now for me, just because of how often, like, we hang out, like Tina and I hang out. Oh, man.
It's a pity Kale wasn't around at the time.
I miss him.
I would have happily taken her on as a student.
And then we'd have one more person who has to address Lisa as upper-class woman.
Oh, joy.
Really? Can't you just call her Lisa? She seems to prefer it when people treat her like an older sister.
Oh, believe me, back when she was a student, nothing made her happier than the younger students acknowledging her seniority.
She wanted people to know that they were beneath her. Anyway.
Whoa, more food? Are you sure about this? We don't
I'm
want to
starving.
take advantage.
Oh, don't worry about it. Order whatever you like.
That's fair,
If
Sylvie.
it's not enough, order some more.
What up,
After
Aki?
all your help today, treating you to dinner is the least I can do.
The least I can
I thought
do.
I heard some familiar voices.
My boy!
And Sir Cyrus is here as well.
That's my roommate! That's my boy Ben! I mean, Kave, obviously. Oh, man.
Oh, Kave, it's been a while. Zahahadi was talking about you last month. How have you been?
I've been all right, thank you. You're looking very well, sir. I'm glad to see it.
Bro, this is like the Sumeru streams. Everybody's back! All we're missing is Alhaitham.
Have you eaten yet?
That's not true. We're missing...
Care to join us?
We're missing Candace, we're missing Dia, we're missing Alhaitham, we're missing Layla, we're missing Dory, we're missing... There's a lot that we're missing, technically.
That's awfully kind of you, but I had a late lunch, so I'm not really hungry just yet. I'll have
Nilu,
dinner a little
aw.
bit later tonight. I just came to Lombard's to buy some wine, and when I heard some voices I recognized, I thought
Farzan.
I'd come and say hello. So what's the occasion, anyway? Some sort of celebration?
He seems so calm. My boy, not being stressed out by Alhaitham. He seems so calm. Nahida, yeah.
Consolation, more like. You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
Cyrus vividly recounts the day's events for the benefit of those who weren't there to
Sounds like
witness
things
it.
have really gone downhill since I was there. My whole time as a student, I've never heard of anything remotely like that.
Well, now
I
you
can't
have.
believe how young the guy is. What are his parents going to think?
Does that mean Kale's older? She has to be, right? Like saying that?
Young people are always more susceptible to making rash and ill-advised decisions. Their minds are still developing. It's just an unfortunate fact of life. But still, this boy has some nerve. Just look at what he wrote. Oh, it makes my blood boil.
Here's the thing, chat. With Genshin, no age is like confirmed unless they've said it. I think Kave, they've said, is 25. right? And he's older than everybody. Like, he's the oldest out of everybody. And Kale, I think, is the youngest out of everybody in Sumeru. So they said her age in the comics. Did they? But yeah. But the thing is that all the ages are assumptions, and I kind of wish they weren't. I kind of wish they would say, give an age. That's, but you know, that's me.
Wow, yeah. Jeez.
I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. And then he just followed you into the house of Dana?
What a freak!
If this were my son, he'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Well, he's not.
Luckily, I'm also an extremely principled person.
Kave! Your order's ready, sir!
Oh my god.
Coming. I'll have to get going. Have a nice evening, everyone. I'll catch you all another time.
Bye, buddy. I'll see you back home.
Bye-bye!
Here I am. The coffee beans are in here too.
Yep, it's all there.
Damn bad.
I'll stop babbling away now. Let's eat before the food gets cold.
Yo, tell me about it. Nom 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 nom. You were busy all... Oh, okay. Luckily, it's still hot and you enjoy a delicious celebratory meal after a crazy day. Nom 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 nom. Chat, you know what I thought about? I'm sure for those of you who are like, man, Cy sure is making a lot of weird noise with his mom downstairs or whatever. Here's the honest to God truth. My mom is used to it. Like, I used to do commentaries on weird videos and streams all the time when I was back living in Florida. So, like, my mom has heard me say random bullshit since I was like 14. So, if she's not used to it by now, then if anything, she's just like, memories, nostalgia, if you will.
Oh, too tasty.
Thank you for the sub, Logan.
Paimon's belly is about to explode.
Oh, mine too. I'll have to walk home to burn some of it off.
Thanks for dinner, Sir Cyrus. Master Tighnari and I will bring you some homemade herbal tea next time. It'll do wonders for your sleep.
Yay!
Well, I look forward to that. In fact, could I trouble you to bring a little extra for the other old folks on my street? I'll be the envy of the neighborhood.
Cyrus living on retirement fucking road. This guy. We get it. It's called Cemetery Hill. Fucking Christ.
No problem at all. I'll pack some up and bring it over.
Thank you for treating us.
I'll see you all later. I better head home now and tend to the crops.
Good night, Professor. Don't let those tomatoes keep you up too late.
Don't let the tomato bugs bite.
Hey, my tomatoes are serious business. I am not about to be beaten by Zaha Hadid. Anyway, I'll be leaving now. Don't stay up too late now, children. I bid you all a good night.
I didn't like that he called us children. Like, obviously he's older than all of us, but I'm like, I didn't like that he called us children.
Take care. Have a safe trip home.
All right. Now, we finally have some us time.
Yeah, friendship.
What do you mean, us time?
Well, I was talking with Tighnari and Kale, and since we all have some free time, we thought we could all go camping together. Think of it as our way of welcoming you back to Sumeru.
So remember that thing I said about how I lighten up when he's not in business mode? Did you guys catch it? Did you guys catch how we went from down? Did you see that? He's like, friendship.
Camping? Oh, that sounds fun. Paimon's in.
Yeah, it sounds really fun. Time to show off my tent pitching skills.
Wait, no, that's my job. Don't take it away from me. Why don't you and Paimon help out Master or Cyno?
That was really cute. What the fuck? Kale, what the fuck?
You don't have to play the hero when you're out with us. This is your chance to just, you know, laze around and switch off for a bit.
Everyone, let's meet tomorrow afternoon at the riverbank to the southeast of Gandharvaville.
Let's go.
No need to bring anything. We've already packed everything for the trip. Just bring your delightful selves and prepare to have some fun.
Oh, well, aren't you adorable?
You got it! We'll be there!
Great. Then we'll see you tomorrow.
And bring your TCG decks. Wow, what a good quest. That's it. That's the story. Good, then. All right. And away we go. Hey, Lil Vivi, thank you for the sub. TCG camping tournament? Bro, fire. Oh, well, I'm glad. 1400. I can't read, chat. Also remember, exclamation point style if you want some CyYu clothes. They're only available until the end of May.
Kinda
Just
set
a heads up.
Let's head to the southeast of Gandharvaville and meet up with the others.
Time to set sail for the Grand Line. Reading do be hard. When was the last time CyYu even played TCG? When the Nouvelette card played. And let me tell you right now, first game back, and I absolutely won, and I did it in ranked. I was like, oh man, the meta's changed, like blah blah, and I was like, bro, I still got it. Damn, we camping.
Wow, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up the tents already.
Get your head in the game.
I'd say we're right about on schedule, actually. We were aiming to have them set up before you arrived.
Well, they're set up. Look, Kali in the background.
Traveler, Paimon, let's go fishing together. Whatever we catch, we can grill for dinner tonight.
Can you?
You got it.
Sure.
Dinner's on us tonight.
I played Animal Crossing before. Chad, have you heard that there's supposedly a rumored, I don't know if this is leaked or rumored or whatever, but there's supposedly a rumored Hoyo, like Animal Crossing style game, like a sim thing. I don't know if that's real. I don't know if that's being worked on or whatever, but like, dog, they would make so much money. And here's how they could make even more money.
Hoyo, if you are listening, pay attention.
If you take characters, chat says it's fake, doesn't matter. Then here's my pitch. Hoyo, would you like to make even more money? Don't worry, have I got the game for you. Animal Crossing, but instead of the little critters, you make the characters from your games the villagers. So you take Cyno, make him a little chibi. You take Jingyuan, make him a little chibi. You take all the characters from ZZZ, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, Impact 3rd, making chibis. Hell, add Tears of Themis in there, and you put them in an island or whatever, and you just make Animal Crossing, but Hoyo. It'll be great. It'll be great. You would make so much money. I'm not kidding. So much money. Also, I'm gonna be honest, voiceover wise, you don't even need dialogue. All you could just be like, like, just do that and we're good to go. We're good. Now we want dialogue. The best you'll get is having each actor do the could you imagine if they pay the actor that voices those characters to do them? Me as Cyno. Genuine. I sound like the dudes, the islanders from Mario Sunshine. Anyway, that's my $1 billion idea for you, Hoyo.
The other Forest Watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while ago. I'm really looking forward to giving them a try.
If someone makes that into an animated bit or whatever, please credit me. That's all I ask. Doesn't Izzy have a
I
KK
saw
slider?
some very
Yes, he does.
appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I gathered a few for us. I'll leave them here along with some fresh fruit.
Fruit and mushrooms. Looks like this guy's a fucking guy.
Wow, camping with a forest watcher is the way to go.
Are they safe?
They
No.
think of everything. And even if they don't, they can improvise.
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this forest.
So, how has everything been going for you?
I also think, by the way, here's another thing about my voice with this quest. I definitely feel like when I started the quest, my voice was still warming up because that last line I just did sounded way cleaner than everything else.
Well, there's been some high points and low points, but we've had some unforgettable experiences along the way.
I see. Oh, in that case, you should try a valberry. I bought some from the market this morning.
You bought some?
A valuable suggestion. Just don't bury your feelings using food.
I love this dude. Oh, sorry, chat. You didn't like it? Hold on.
A valuable suggestion. Just don't bury your feelings using food.
See, but when Alistair says it, you fucking laugh, huh?
All I wanted was to recommend something bittersweet.
You know what else was bittersweet? That comment.
Oh, I have a sudden craving for fruit tea. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye!
Bye! You're leaving because I made the joke, right?
She sure made a run for it.
She made a run for it.
Unbelievable. She made a run for it.
So Kale chose the path of tactical retreat. Could it be she foresaw what shall soon come to pass?
What shall soon come to pass? The eye gleam, bruh.
My dear friend, you know what I am about to say.
Oh yeah, it's genius invocation time.
Excellent. A kindred spirit. A great warrior can sense when a duel is nigh. But it looks like we'll get told off if we start playing now. Let's enjoy the nature for a while longer.
It's that kind of relationship, huh? I know what those eyes mean. Help me, help me. Birds chirping away, the soothing sound of running water. This is nice. No agenda, just relax and enjoy myself.
We got a bite!
Hey, fishing!
I'll reel it in.
Oh, I'll reel it in, all right. Like my jokes. I'll reel in the jokes.
Firewood, spices,
Hey, thank you for the
snacks,
sub.
and drinks. Everything's ready. Once Kale gets back, we can light up the fire and start grilling.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, no, she like dipped. She's been gone for a minute, chat. And this is so relaxing. It's just so nice to go camping with friends.
There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left?
That's my tent. Yeah, whatever Paimon says.
Well, Paimon just thinks the ambiance here is a little better.
Wait, there's only 3 tents. How are we gonna do this? So, I guess Traveler and Paimon share one, Kale has one. Cyno and Cyno, are you sharing one? Hey, yo?
True. But it's also the closest to the water. If there are any sleepwalking fungi around tonight, they might
Or
stumble
it's just
into your
some
tent.
imaginary 4th one that I just don't see.
Well, that's no good. Take my weapon. You can use it to bar the entrance.
Anyone would think you were sealing the gates to King Deshret's mausoleum.
And maybe he is.
Excellent. Then this tent will be an impenetrable fortress.
Yeah,
I'm back.
only 3 tents.
How's your appetites? Ready for the barbecue?
Hey, can we talk about who's sleeping with who?
Always.
I am quite famished, really. I heard that my mom was making me soup. So that's nice.
Oh, it smells so good.
Hey, thank you for the raid.
Drooling.
Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Aras. Arasakurik. Thank you for the raid.
Someone sure is desperate to eat.
Me. Me.
I think it's time to add the seasoning. How do you like your skewers? Well done? Medium? Rare?
Why'd you say it like that? All right, you carnivore. Relax.
Wait, what? Isn't that just for steaks?
Hey, if it works for steak, maybe it works for other things too.
I don't know about that. I don't know if you should do that with chicken. Or fish. I don't know.
Medium well for me.
Really, Cyno? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, chat. So there's this one steak. Can confirm. I had this steak. So I introduced this steak to my mom. The same steak that I introduced to my dad. That I introduced to my friends. The Cajun ribeye. Basically, I love that steak every time I order it. The last time I went, I took my brother. It was me, my brother Hayden, my sister, and my mom. And I took my mom for Mother's Day. And literally, this Cajun ribeye is delicious. I always order it medium. And let me tell you, this specific restaurant in Houston kept fucking up the orders, man. My brother's was well done. Like, they forgot my sister's salmon. Like, it was like one more thing and I was gonna lose it. Well, I was eating my steak and I was like, it's not as good. Like, there's like parts that are good, but I'm like, it's, you know, it's not as good. Turns out they had cooked my steak medium well. And I had eaten so much of it at that point that I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'll eat it. And I was like, maybe, part of me was like, maybe the illusion is gone. Maybe the steak isn't as good as I remember. But then, Hayden also got the steak, got it medium. And Hayden goes, oh, I'm not gonna finish mine. They had already ate most of it. There was like a little bit left. Do you wanna eat the rest? And I was like, yeah, sure, absolutely, I'll take some of the steak. And I eat it. And let me tell you, the difference between medium and medium well is staggering. Because my God, when I ate their steak, I was like, that's the steak. That's the steak. So yeah, never ordering medium well ever again. Because, man, that really ruined my steak.
Okay, these are about ready now then. It'll be a few more minutes for anyone who wants theirs well done.
Well, I'm going to dig in and get salmonella. Everyone wolfs down the delicious food.
Oh, that was so delicious. If Paimon's stomach had space, she'd eat 3 more skewers.
I ate a lot too. Here comes the food coma.
You're just going to fall asleep right there on the stool?
If you're tired, then go rest.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon. Why don't you guys head to your tents? Cyno and I will clean up.
Like good parents.
Tonight, I show you mercy. Our sacred duel will take place another day.
Let me tell you, whenever anything involving TCG is involved, I deadass channel every little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh in me. I'm not even kidding.
Good night.
Good night.
Paimon's struggling to keep her eyes open.
Oh, don't forget this. The staff of the Scarlet Sands.
Yeah, that's right. Take that, Shara. It's Cyno's, not Candace's. Take that. Anyway, I do like that Genshin has started introducing these random illustrations in the story quests. It's just nice. It's cool. It's a nice screenshot, too.
Wait, you were actually being serious about that?
Of course I am. You're my friends.
It's a very powerful weapon. Try it.
Paimon can't even lift that thing.
I'm sorry, Sayu, but there's canonically 2 staffs. You shut your mouth. No, but you're right, absolutely.
Fair enough. You sure you don't want it?
Yeah, Paimon's sure. We'll be fine. And do get an uninvited guest in the night, Paimon will be here to take care of the traveler.
Shut up. Let's not forget I have my own trusty sword. I think you mean your own rusty sword, because what are we doing? I've given you the Skyward. What are you doing? What, that piece of crap? Come on, man. What are we talking about? A divine artifact slayer of countless... We're calling it... You need an upgrade.
That reminds me of a parting king of invocations. I'll tell you about it tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel like... Here's the thing also. When I first recorded Cyno, like the very first batch, I remember it was very rushed because he was gonna come out in like a week or two, right? So I felt like I had to stick to the script and not, like, there were very subtle things I could do, but I definitely feel like with this story, because now we know the character so much more, it was a lot easier to play, which is why I was able to do a little bit more with it. It's very subtle changes, but like it's still, you know, more in the performance kind of thing.
But right now, it's time to rest. Sleep well and sweet dreams.
You recorded 1 to 2 weeks before release? Yeah, I recorded Cyno the last week of August, and he came out the second week of September, I think, if not like the in the middle of the week. This camping trip has really relaxed me. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. In the peace and tranquility of the forest, nature's warm embrace. All right. And I guess Cyno and Tighnari shared a tent.
They should all be here.
It's funny because I almost slipped and said Kaveh, and Kaveh appears. That's crazy.
Traveler? Paimon? Are you in there? Could you come outside for a sec?
The boys are here. Let's go aggravate, baby!
Look at this.
Hey, that's my boy Nazi. Yo, by the way, if you're a Genshin fan, you should totally watch, Kaiju number 8. Nazi is Kafka, the main character. No, not Kafka from Honkai Star Rail. The main character's name is Kafka, and I play the villain, Kaiju number 9, and it's just really cool that we're paired up again, and whenever I get to be in stuff with my homies, it's always a good time.
What the? What's this sword doing here?
This idiot,
is it supposed to keep out intruders?
Yeah. Yo, I just realized that's a 3-star sword, right? But when they drew it, I'm like, oh, I think it's supposed to be like his sword from the very beginning that he used to fight against the Heavenly Principle. It's just lacking the power. It's a 2-star? Damn, that's even worse.
Evidently.
Who is it? Oh, what time do you call this?
Paimon, chill. Those voices, I recognize them. I know that voice!
Paimon's gonna take out the sword. Yeah!
Oh my god, relax. I'm going back to sleep.
Oh, hey them, Kaveh! What are you doing here? It's the middle of the night!
Yeah, we wanted to play Genius Invocation TCG. Huh? Why did they come all the way out here?
Sorry to wake you up at this hour of the night, but we've got a situation on our hands.
A situation?
Let's get dressed and talk about it outside.
Oh. Where the hell's Cyno? Okay.
Something has come up. And since it pertains to Cyrus and Cyno, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
Whoa, back up. Let's start from the beginning.
We're going back. Get dressed? Oh, he did say that, huh? I didn't even catch that. My god.
Huh? Where'd the wine cups go? I could have sworn I left them here after I washed them. Ah, there they are.
I'll have a cup too.
Wow. This is domestic as fuck.
Can you see if the cookies are still on the table?
Oh my god. They were roommates.
They are. And so are the fruits.
Ugh.
Oh, this is so bland. I should have gotten a few bottles of what Cyno's group was drinking last night.
What did I do last night?
Do tell. What were they drinking?
Damn, and they're with the gossip? Do I need to say it, chat? Like, they're over here with the chisme? Like, come on, fellas.
Oh, right, I forgot to mention. So, I ran into Cyrus yesterday evening when I went to the tavern to pick up some things. He was hosting a dinner for Cyno, Tighnari, Kale, and the Traveler and Paimon. Anyway, they got a bottle of Lombard's new vintage for the table. At least, I think that's what it was. It looked pretty good.
You added one new animation, and it's Kave leaning against the table. Or sitting on the table. Y'all know what you're doing.
Sounds like they're all tangled up in this.
You know what it's about, right? 16-year-old kid tried to extort Cyrus. He was asking for 10 million mora.
10 million mora?
I heard some people talking about it on the streets, yes.
People on the street?
Didn't take them long to catch the culprit. The sages are probably dealing with the case by now.
I wonder what Sir Nephis and the others will make of it. Oh, Cyrus showed me the extortion letter, too. It was crudely written, but the paper had this beautiful pattern on it that I've never seen before. Yeah, they're not arguing.
That's
really
the crazy
caught my
part.
eye. Give me a sec. I'll sketch it out for you.
Damn. Photo memory over here. Photographic memory. Dude, also the music in the background. Bro.
Okay, done. Take a look.
Is it crazy to say? Like, obviously everybody has the headcanon that they're together. Obviously, no doubt about it. I mean, the way they set them up, sure. Is it crazy to say that this is very like Sherlock and Watson? Like, that's where my brain just went. Like, and I'm sure I'm not the first person to have that thought, but like, Watson is always like overly emotional, and Sherlock always gets on his nerves.
You see what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen writing paper like this around before. God knows where the culprit got it from.
Like, the only thing that would like confirm that is that if Kave was a doctor, but he's not, so.
Interesting. These are all motifs associated with the tribes of the desert.
He do sit, chat.
What? Really?
Take this, for instance. Looks like an outline of a spire, similar to the kind found on some ancient palaces. And the crisscrossing and mirroring here. I recognize that too. It bears a striking resemblance to an ancient emblem, one that hasn't been used in a very long time.
Is that so?
Whose emblem is it?
It's the emblem of the Temple of Silence.
Oh my god! Chat, come on, I recorded this. Obviously I knew that. He was crossing his legs, huh?
After discussing it with each other, we both agreed that something didn't feel right. So we went looking for you.
Who's Moriarty? Fellas. Obviously Dottore, like, come on. It writes itself. Like, what are we talking about here? Obviously Dottore. What?
This was a long way to come from the city. Alhaitham figured you were probably with Tighnari, so Gandharvaville was our first stop. But the Forest Watchers told us that you'd gone camping. Then, just as we were heading off to the campsite, we ran into Cyno. He said he was on a supply run. We exchanged a few words, and then he ran off.
Damn. Left Tighnari high and dry.
Hold on. So what's the deal with that emblem you were talking about? The Temple of Silence, you said?
Hey, Venomous. Thank you for the 5 gifted.
Is everything okay? Give me a second. Let me get Kale.
So you've never heard of the Temple of Silence? Well, to put it simply, it's an organization that has existed in Sumeru for over 1,000 years.
We've heard about the Temple of Silence before, right? I feel like we've heard about the Temple of Silence before. No? Really? I don't know why when I recorded this, I swore I had heard about the Temple of Silence. Yeah. With the Pari quest? It's in Cyno's profile? Okay. Maybe that's where.
These days, you can find a Temple of Silence office in the Akademiya. Theoretically, it's responsible for the custody and disposal of information and documents not fit for public dissemination. At least, that's what they tell the outside world. In truth, it's essentially a vestigial institution nowadays. There's an office with their name on it, but it's functionally obsolete. Historically speaking, the original Temple of Silence is said to have been established by Hermanubis, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret and the greatest of all sages. Most of the organization's members hailed from the desert. By contrast, none of the Akademiya Temple's current members are from the desert region, nor do they use any symbols connected with the desert folk.
So the Temple of Silence at the Akademiya is just a fake? Wow.
It's possible.
Phonies!
The real question is, why? My guess is they're covering something up.
So, how do you know all this? Sounds like some pretty top secret stuff.
It's because my guy Al-Haytham is smart, and you're not.
Did you forget? He did a stint as acting Grand Sage, and kept the pay raise even after he resigned.
Are you jealous, Kaveh?
Oh, yeah! Paimon did totally forget about that.
I think we all did.
So you took the chance to read all the top secret documents while you were acting Grand Sage, huh?
I feel like we all did. I feel like Paimon, like, this is how long it's been since we've been in Sumeru. It's been like a year.
If you're asking me whether I familiarized myself with the documentation in my office, I would respond that that's a perfectly normal part of any job.
Agreed.
So much about this doesn't make sense. Why did the emblem of the Temple of Silence appear on a threat letter from an Akademiya student to Cyrus? The student's only 16 and doesn't have any family ties to the desert. So where could he have seen that emblem or gotten the paper?
You said you ran into Cyno,
So
yes?
tell us you're
Did you
jealous.
tell him what you've just told us?
Yep. He ran off as soon as he heard what we said.
Given that Cyrus is involved, he's probably halfway through solving the case by now. Still, we should try to catch up with him. At this hour of the night, Cyno will probably go looking for Cyrus at his current residence.
Then let's go.
If the Akademiya's Temple of Silence really does exist just to cover up the truth, the sudden appearance of this emblem can't be good. It's sure to stir up trouble.
And trouble's
We should
not
pay a
good.
visit to the Akademiya.
Yes. As the Sage of Amorta, my master ought to know the truth about their office. You can ask him to tell you what he knows. The more information we have,
Go to House
the
of
better
Dana first.
prepared we'll be for whatever happens there.
Where's House Dana?
If this situation is connected to the real Temple of Silence, the emblem has to be part of a bigger conspiracy.
Kale, could I trouble you to send a message to the Core of 30? Tell them to keep an eye out for Cyno and Cyrus.
The library? Okay, cool.
Traveler, Paimon, you two come with me. We'll go after Cyno.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Sounds like a plan.
Cyrus has been living in the city lately. He rented a place near the field so he can keep an eye on his tomato plants.
Fucking
Then
tomato
let's go
plants.
look for him there.
Fucking tomato plants. Alright, hold on. So, House Dana, that's here. How do I get there? I have to go down. Going down, down, down the merry-go-round. Bring Nahida. Fine, fine. Fine, fine. Sorry, Novelette. Sorry, Monsieur Novelette.
Time to broaden the horizon.
I gotta appease some folks. I think I might have gone 2 down. The Akademiya. Oh, not down enough, actually. I don't want to accidentally start that. Because it's right over there. Oh, well, there goes the library. I'm going in the opposite direction. Dude, I don't know how to get into this proper. Oh my god, it's like a maze! Dude is blind. Yes. Yes, I am. There's always a waypoint outside of it. I literally was using it, no? TP to the waypoint on the right. Oh. I go across. I see. He'll get there one day. No, I won't. Not that one? What? Didn't you guys say the library? Is this not? What? Is this not the library? See, chat, I'm gonna stop right now. I'm gonna stop right now. You see? You see? This is why I don't read chat a lot when it comes to where to go. You guys not only ruin the experience, but then you complain to me, it's you're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong. Cy, you should really go here. Oh, no, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. So you know what? You know what? Try that shit again, and I'm not gonna listen to you, and you're gonna miss out on all the fun. But Cy, we really want you to experience. Nope. Nope. All right, we're in the fucking library, chat. I'm assuming I'm supposed to look for Hatham and or Kaveh because people were like, you should really go to Hatham and Kaveh. That's not where you need to be, I know. Down, all right. This takes me to like Grand Sage, right? Dude, I haven't been here in forever. Whee! I can't jump. Let me jump. Let me end it. Let me go to my sweet release. Up and down and all around. Bam, 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 bam. Your account is broken? I don't know how to help you. I don't think this is where it is. You guys sit down. Is there any other characters in Barefoot? I don't know if there are any other characters Barefoot. I don't think so. Oh, Nahida? Oh, true. There you go. Teehee. Oh, hey, there they are. Nice books. I'll take that, I'll take that. What up, fellas?
There's a lot of strange things about this situation. Oh, what a mess. Let me think. Current and former associates would be a good place to start. Oh, but how would I know who Cyrus is acquainted with? Cyno didn't mention any names either. We just have to work with what we've got, I suppose. Huh? What's that you're reading?
He's not reading anything. Like at all. He doesn't have a book on him.
An index of the Akademiya's book collection. I recall there being some books that reference the Temple of Silence, but they're few and far between.
How long's that gonna take you? It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
I'll manage.
I was the Grand Sage once.
All right, fine. I'll help you look through them. We'll be here all night otherwise.
It's a shame there's no coffee around here.
True.
If I'd known what we were getting into, I would have made some before leaving the house. Actually, Alhaitham, have you ever met anyone from the Temple of Silence? The phonies from the Akademiya branch, I mean.
The phonies?
A few times. Their workload is even lighter than mine, so they often leave the office to chat with whoever is nearby.
How do you know all this? Do you join in with these chats?
Is that a serious question? I just go about my business and pretend not to have heard anything they said.
Wait, but how does that work? Can you teach me? I feel like that'd be a really useful skill.
No. I ain't teaching you anything. I love Kavi's eyes.
Hey, stop ignoring me!
Hey! Stop it!
See? That's all there is to it.
There it is. Your Honor? That's them.
The Temple of Silence. No publications have mentioned this organization in quite some time. The dummy organization at the Akademiya did the job and made sure the subject never attracted any attention. Still, there's a lot of material to sift through. I should get a cup of coffee before I start.
I'm suddenly getting really sleepy. My fault for going to bed so late last night.
That's just Ben.
I wonder if I can send Marak to fetch us some coffee. Yeah, if I write the order down, that could work.
That's just Ben. That's not even a voice line. That's just literally Ben. That's dead ass just Ben. All right, chat. So here's what's gonna happen. I am gonna go to the restroom, but I'm gonna give you one warning. If you fucking tell me how to play the game one more time, we're gonna go into sub-only mode. All right? And then if you suggest something in the chat, as in like, oh, go here, there's a cool thing, I'll be like, great. But then if you all start being like, you're a fucking idiot, you're dumb, you don't know where it is, then we're just gonna stop. So behave, or maybe I'll just spoil the end of the quest before we even do it. Anyway, I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the restroom. All right, I'm back. How many of you are gonna be like, did he fall in? I didn't fall in, assholes. I actually want to grab my dinner. My mom made me soup with rice. Is that a Hispanic thing, by the way? Ada, thank you for the prime. Amy, thank you for the prime. Is that a Hispanic thing? What I mean is that like, so we put the rice in the soup. Like, do other? I actually, I'm not sure. So nah, it kind of is. My mom does put rice in soup. Rice to meat stew. Anyway, thank you for coming to the stream. Didn't realize that that's what we were doing. Anyway, so thank you and good night. Anyway, welcome back to the stream for the first time. The soup is apparently very hot. It's like a locro de papa, like potato soup. I'm just gonna set it on autoplay and eat my soup.
This is the place.
That's right, this is the place.
We might be too late. Looks like nobody's home. Oh, Cyno moves fast. If he was here, he's probably long gone by
That's
now.
right. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know what the hell that noise was.
I know that voice. Is that Tighnari I hear?
Oh, brother, run.
Ah! Professor Zahahadi.
Wow, so it really is you. My goodness, whatever is going on tonight?
We're looking for Cyno. So, he's
Cyno the
already been
Hedgehog.
here.
Yes, not long ago, in fact. He knocked on my door and asked if I'd seen Cyrus today at all. I told him the old fool left early this morning, and I hadn't heard him come back.
Of the new
so
fit
we
things.
went to his place, and would you believe it? He's gone.
Bastard.
Goodness knows where to. It must have alarmed Cyno, because he took off in an awful hurry after that. He never did explain what this was all about. How serious is it?
Well, if Cyrus isn't at home... Oh, it sure doesn't sound good.
Professor, did you hear that a student recently tried to extort Cyrus?
Mm-hmm.
Why, yes.
Try to take
when
his
I
money.
left the house that day, I noticed he was watering his flowers in the field in complete silence. He had a piece of paper clutched in his hand, and he looked lost in thought. I could tell something was troubling him, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. If Cyno hadn't happened to visit him that day, he'd probably still be holding on to that thing. After seeing the letter, Cyno told him to contact the Corps of 30, but Cyrus was very reluctant. He claimed it would only damage his reputation.
Oh, well, thank you, Arsa.
Eventually, he relented, after much persuasion from Cyno.
That's right.
Cyrus didn't want to report it? Well, that's strange. When
Cyno
we saw
rolled
him,
a
he seemed
20
pretty
in
okay
persuasion,
with the idea of the kid
bitch.
getting his just desserts.
As a former sage, it's possible Cyrus still has enemies at the Akademiya. That's why Cyno was so insistent that he report the matter to the
Zephyr.
authorities.
Thank you for the raid.
I was there while they were going back and forth over it.
So Cyrus initially hoped to stop this from going public. But why?
If only someone knew the answer. He only reported it because Cyno forced him to. Which means Cyrus must know something about the Temple of Silence.
Oh, dear. What on earth has that old fool gotten himself wrapped up in? Oh, I do hope he's not in danger.
I'm in danger?
Oh, I almost forgot. Cyno left me this letter to pass on to you.
Oh?
He wrote it when he came by earlier. He realized you might come looking for him.
Bastard.
Thank you.
Hey, the hunches.
What does it say?
Think of the prime.
Let Paimon take a look.
Please think of the prime. My friends, this is a rather complicated state of affair. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose more than that. I ask you to understand and accept that I had to act alone at this stage. Don't come after me. Also, accursed. Think of the sub.
My friends, this is a rather complicated state of affair. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose more than that. I ask you to understand and accept that I had to act alone at this stage. Don't come after me.
So why did I read that if Paimon was going to read it? Also, Paimon, that is not what Cyno sounds like. Come on. You could have at least been like, my friends. Anyway, I'm just saying.
Yep, that sounds like Cyno. Thank you, Professor. Please do not worry. We will do all we can to protect both Cyno and Cyrus.
Good night, Wolf. Thank you for the
Paimon,
sub.
Let's head to the Akademiya and regroup.
Yeah, Akademiya.
All right. To the Akademiya.
Just wait for a little.
That was a mistake.
I see everything.
Oh, Cyrus, you've given me a real fright this time.
Oh, you've given me a real fright. Oh, back up here? Oh, brother. You guys want to get lost again? Ah, but I think of the subby. Found Cyno, guys. Don't worry. Quest over. Cyno, for someone who's so fast, you sure have very little stamina. Where do we go? Oh, those are my dailies. All right. Oh, head empty. I guess the only way you would know that they were here
I thought you were going after...
is that if you did this quest.
I guess you lost
Cutie,
the
hold
trail.
up. Think of the 2 months.
We went to Cyrus's house. No one was there. Cyno got there before us, but he was long gone by the time we arrived.
Oh, are we in sub-only mode? Is that what happened? Lamau, what did Chad do? Was Chad being dumb again? Lamau.
He didn't say where he was going?
We just got a letter. Tanari shares what you learned from Zahadi.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Typical Cyno. Anyway, some updates on progress on our end. I drew the emblem from memory again, but in more detail this time.
True. Accursed, thank you for the sub.
I checked some ancient texts for a similar design. The one I found was a little blurry, but the similarities in the general form and certain details were clear enough to confirm a match.
Yeah, and we're lucky we found anything at all. It turns out the emblem was all but lost to history. We scoured the entire Akademiya collection, and that book was the only one with a record of the motif.
Meanwhile, Arav managed to get Uraka to disclose his source. The one who told him about Cyrus's embezzled funds was a young man from the desert.
Young man!
According to Uraka, he had a striking presence and was well educated.
Apparently, the two met in the tavern over a game of cards. The guy claimed to be in the city for business as part of a merchant caravan. Uraka was intrigued when he heard what his new acquaintance had to say and brought up the idea of extorting Cyrus for Mora. The guy encouraged him to go ahead with it, then handed him some pen and paper to write the letter.
I see. So it could be that this person planted the paper intentionally.
So, how do we find this guy?
You go to the desert.
Did Uraka say where he is?
He doesn't know. He claims not to have seen him since that day in the tavern. The man gave him some tips on how to carry out the extortion, but from then on, Uraka was acting alone.
Nephis and Arav have gone to meet the Core of 30 and review the city's entry and exit records. Also, Nephis admitted that the Temple of Silence in the Akademiya is just a facade. The true Temple of Silence once came to the rainforest to establish a collaboration with the Akademiya, but as time went by, the sages gradually became corrupt and foolish.
Well, with all the Sumeru technology, how do they not have cell phones? Well, the reason I think is because they were so accustomed to the Akasha, the Akasha terminal, that you know, but all that shit was kind of erased, right? So now they have to live without that source of information, that source of knowledge. So, I mean, this is how they live now, as opposed to how they used to.
The Temple of Silence felt that they could no longer trust the Akademiya and ended the partnership. They retreated back to the desert about 400 years ago.
True. Also, my soup was locro de papa. Potato soup with rice. And bro, that shit was delicious. I haven't had that in years. I might get seconds.
Ever since its inception, the Temple of Silence has been the guardians of King Deshret's civilization and belief system. They traveled throughout Sumeru, sequestering and guarding any wisdom that posed a threat to the people's livelihoods. At its roots, it was a legitimate and reputable organization whose purpose was to guide people towards the right path.
The Akademiya of the day knew that the split would damage their reputation if it became a matter of public knowledge. And so, they set up a dummy organization of their own to conceal the truth.
Not only that, but they managed to keep up the charade for hundreds of years!
Well.
So how did Cyrus become acquainted with the true Temple of Silence if they left centuries ago?
I'll bet that's the question that bothered Cyno. Probably why he went after him in such a rush.
Not much, Kai.
Whoever is behind this, getting
Just
Uraka to extort Cyrus was only the first step of the plan. Their true goal in doing so was for Cyrus to see the emblem on the letter.
He must have recognized it right away. That'll be why he didn't want to involve the authorities. He probably hoped to take care of the whole thing by himself. Unfortunately for him, Cyno had other plans.
Hey, JJ, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate the kind message.
Since the desert is where the Temple of Silence originated, that is in all likelihood where Cyrus went.
I have to go after him.
Yeah? Why'd you say it with such conviction, huh? The ether with 2 middle fingers. True. Later, Michaela. Thank you.
Really? Are you sure that's a good idea with how you respond to the heat? Why don't we send someone else?
Damn, he's concerned about you. The Aggravate boys. They know what it's about.
I should be fine, as long as I bring plenty of water. Besides, I just can't shake this ominous feeling that if we don't catch up to them soon...
Dude, Tighnari needs the Dune suit. Like, he needs the suit that is constantly keeping him hydrated. That's what this boy needs if he's gonna go into the desert.
Everyone, I have news from the Corps of 30.
All right,
Master.
Nefis. Dude, that is not the voice I expected out of Poindexter.
Oh, so that's Nefis, Tighnari's master? Oh, we're finally getting to meet him in person.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Traveler and Paimon.
Ayo, Ziox, why you look like that?
Several independent eyewitnesses have reported seeing Cyrus and Matra Cyno leaving the city at different times. Both were heading in the direction of Caravan Ribat. I was going to suggest that you join forces with the Corps of 30 in this case. However, as I'm sure you've already heard from Alhaitham and Kaveh, the Temple of Silence is involved.
Lamau, not the Ziox slander. Bro, he benched Cyno. I can poke fun. It's fine. He knows.
The Akademiya has made a number of decisions throughout history that I am ashamed to talk about. It may well be that no better choice was available to them, but those actions are nonetheless a stain on our legacy.
Fuck that guy.
I won't attempt to make you understand the Akademiya's perspective. Now is the time for action.
I understand where you're coming from, Master.
He and Tighnari have the same cut.
But I'm afraid the situation might be more complicated than we thought. I think we need to keep a low profile, or risk making things worse.
Good point. If Cyrus is involved with the other side, or worse, if he's fallen into their hands, and... Everyone, we have to get Cyrus and Cyno back safely. We cannot afford to lose them.
Need our help? Whatever you need, we got you covered.
Really?
To the desert!
Wonderful. You have my most sincere gratitude.
I like his robes. I like his robes too.
Arav and I will continue to follow up on the lead from Uraka. Kaveh, Scribe Alhaitham, I'd like to ask you to cover the duties of the House of Dana.
Damn, full title.
Tighnari, you are planning to go into the desert, correct?
I am. Kaveh, I'll be okay. You stay behind to help Master and Alhaitham.
Well, if you're sure, okay. But be careful.
I mean, it's a good worry. It's a fair worry.
Arav, let's go.
Last time my guy was literally in the desert, he like
You'd better
passed
get moving. Don't forget to ask for help when you need it.
Will do. Let's go, Tighnari.
Remember, kids, stay hydrated.
Hopefully we can catch up with Cyno before it's too late.
Knowing him, he's probably covered a fair distance already, but we still have a shot. Let's take it.
Let's go. Let's go together. Almost sounds like the narrator from DBZ. Deadass sounds like someone I know. I just can't put my finger on it. You know what I mean? Cyrus, take it to 3 months. I mean, that is totally fair. Why walk when you can teleport?
We made it to Caravan Ribat. Where should we go next?
Caravan Ribat.
Maybe we should ask the nearby guards if they've seen anything.
The voice doesn't feel like it fits the character. I think it's a good contrast to Tighnari, because Tighnari is like, you know, I'm very educated and I'm, you know, I know the ways of the forest. And then his master, ironically,
I am the master of Tighnari. I am beefy and bulky and intelligent.
I don't know, I thought it was cute.
Hold on. Look over there.
I'm looking. Oh, hey!
Is that Dia?
Oh, God, and Candace. Nah, I'm just kidding. I love Candace. I just like to make fun of Shara.
You sure you want to brave the desert alone? I mean, it's your choice at the end of the day,
wedges.
but
Thank you for the
still.
It's not my first time. I'll be fine.
Cyno.
Aw, that was cute. The way he said
If
it.
you're really going to go through with this, then at least take our advice. When you're packing for your trip, budget for 5 days more than you plan to spend out there.
Can I just say, I gotta applaud Shara. Because hanging out with Shara and then hearing Candace, bro. A troll, dude. I love Shara.
Makes sense. Okay, I'll go get ready.
We're really bringing back the whole gang, huh? At least like the main
Thought
gang.
we might find you here. You're trying to retrace Cyrus's steps, aren't you?
Didn't I tell you not to come after me? I thought I had a good lead on you.
Well, you forgot that we have teleporters.
Sorry, but we never agreed to that. Why would you go off on your own like this?
Nothing personal. It's just a complex situation. And I'd rather not involve anyone else if I can help it.
Takes a special kind of person to get Cyno chasing them all the way out to Caravan Ribat.
Yeah.
But why so coy today, huh? You only gave us his age and description. Why can't you reveal his name? Is he Sumeru's most wanted or something?
I mean, he's about to be. Nathium, thank you for the prime.
Oh, also, hey guys, it's been a while.
Yeah, remember when we... Anyway.
Dia and Candace! So nice to see you. Actually, seeing all of our friends is the whole reason we're here.
Oh yeah, that is true.
You're looking well. Glad to see it.
Thanks, we have other important business.
Candace and I came to Caravan Ribat on business.
That's what I'm saying.
We ran into Cyno as he was asking about some elderly gentleman's whereabouts. Some people say they saw him. Guess he stood out as an older guy heading into the desert alone with just a sumpter beast in tow and very few supplies.
Can I just say, it's also really funny because Dia is also played by Amber. It feels like the roles are flipped here. Like, I know that Cyno is still the general, but like, that's my son. Amber also plays Yanqing. And she's talking down to me.
That's gotta be one heck of a story there.
Cyno, it's okay if you can't tell us anything about the case. But let us know how we can support you.
I don't trust you anymore, Candace, and it's all Shara's fault.
We're here to help however you need. The more people we have working on this, the quicker we'll be able to find the person you seek.
This is the sussiest shit I'll never forget Among Us, you goddamn fucking third imposter.
No, it's not that simple. If I'm right, he'll be doing everything he can to avoid us.
By the way, totally all in good fun. I love Shara. I love my homies. But it's just very funny, like, I'm like, you're not like this.
We spoke with Zaha Hadid. From what she said, it's pretty clear that he wants to try and solve this on his own. It won't be easy trying to find him in the desert when he's deliberately trying to cover his tracks.
Sounds like this is far more complex than we imagined.
Dude,
Still,
I love Candace's
if he
design.
started from Caravan Ribat, the chances are that his route took him past our village. He may as well ask if anyone there has seen him.
Man, I might sound biased, but I really do love Sumeru's designs. They are legitimately some of my favorites. Like, the only thing I think that beats out Sumeru for me is probably Arlecchino. Like, I genuinely think, like, Arlecchino is such a good design.
My thanks to you both. Once this is resolved, I will find a way to repay you.
Come on. No need to get all serious. Just buy a round of drinks next time we're all in the city or something.
That's a deal.
All right, so, you all set?
Yes, we'll handle it from here. Thank you again for your help. I don't take it for granted.
Thank you, my child. I mean, wait, how do we address each other in this one?
All right, then we'll leave you to it. Just remember, if you change your mind and need some reinforcements, we'll be here.
Reinforcements? I am the reinforcements.
Anyway, sorry, I had to.
And don't think you'd be imposing. You can depend on us.
Don't worry, we'll keep him out of trouble.
You think I'm not?
Gods above, I pray that you will see the goodness in their hearts and give them your protection.
Oh.
Whatever they're getting themselves into, I just hope it isn't too dangerous. Get home safe, everyone.
Yeah, I don't know why Nahida looks like she's gonna, like, fall to the ground and just like Gary's mod it. The Aru village. We're really going through the Sumeru world tour right here.
Hold on.
Sumeru Nation
There's
tour.
a few things I'd like to clear up.
Like what?
Go on.
So, after you left the campsite, we had a longer talk.
Ah, yes, look at the scenery while they explain everything to Cyno.
Clearly, we've only scratched the surface of the Temple of Silence question. It doesn't surprise me at all that the one in the Akademiya is a fake.
Do you have any connection with the Temple of Silence?
I do. I trust you're all aware of the spirit that gives me my power. Hermanubis, the original founder of the Temple of Silence.
Lore, chat! Finally. Lore. 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 I'm actually glad that they are addressing this, because it's a question that a lot of fans have asked me, and I didn't know how to answer it.
Due to my unique constitution, I was put through a number of trials in the desert when I was younger. Later, I met the professor, and he brought me to Sumeru City. But my memory of that time is hazy. I can't recall much. It's a good thing that Kaveh noticed the emblem on the letter. Without that, I don't know if we would have connected the dots and realized there was more to this case than mere extortion.
Yeah, extortion. You got CyYu merch? Hell yeah. And chat, you can get CyYu merch right now if you press !style in the chat and you go to s-apparelclub.com. Get yourself some cool CyYu clothes, only available for the month of May. After May, they're gone. Forever. So get yours now.
I did not recognize that symbol at all. Whether that's because I've never seen it, or because my memory fails me, it's hard to say.
Yeah, you're right. Thank goodness for Kaveh, and for Alhaitham's diligence during his time as acting Grand Sage.
Let's go! Alhaitham snooping around, using his powers. Thank you for gifting it to Hermanubis.
But Cyrus must have recognized it right away, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have had any qualms about you reporting it. Oh, maybe his connection to the Temple of Silence goes even deeper than yours.
Thank you, Paimon, for telling me something I had already realized.
I suspect so too. Professor has never once mentioned the Temple of Silence in conversation. And whenever the conversation turns to Hermanubis and the concept of spirit indwelling, he avoids going into any depth.
Well, speaking of avoiding things, you do realize, don't you, now that we've caught up with you, you're stuck with us for the rest of the way.
Oh no. I'm stuck with Tighnari. No. Say it ain't so. I mean, fuck Paimon, but no. Say it ain't so.
I am aware. And I have accepted it. Or rather, I don't see how I could manage to ditch you en route. So, I might as well accept that you're coming with me.
That's right. Fact is, we're coming with you whether you like it or not. So the best option now is to try to look out for
Fair enough. Then at least let me buy you a drink once we're back in the city.
Cyno really trying to pay that, get everybody a drink.
Works for me. All right, off we go. Let's start by seeing what the guards here can tell us.
Now, Cyno, ditch him now!
Hello.
Matra Cyno?
Who else?
I'm looking for someone. So I'd like to confirm any recent foot traffic in and out of Aru Village.
Cyno described Cyrus's appearance and provisions.
A man matching that description passed by Aru Village not too long ago. He stopped by to load up on food and water and feed his sumpter beast. Then he was on his way.
Where was he going?
Let me think. He took a seat by the entrance of the village for a while and had a brief chat with the person who came to deliver the water. He said he was headed somewhere near an oasis, but he didn't mention which one.
Yo, I'm just saying, Tighnari, we out here in the desert and you've got like quadruple layers? I'm not trying to make this like a sexual thing, but do you need to like take something off? Maybe like the sweater at least? You know, kind of rock a doctor ratio for a bit, just so like, you know, you're not, you know, boiling.
Do you have a map? I can mark out the direction he was heading and the best routes to any nearby oases.
If there's a place you want to go,
mark away.
I'm the one you need
Great.
to know. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. if there is a place you want to get, I'm the one.
There you go.
Thank you so much. You were a great help.
You've got a really good memory.
That makes one of us.
You're quite welcome. Just doing my job. Best of luck. I hope you find him soon.
Ryuji. I'm scratching your ear, buddy. All right. Can I scan him?
I see everything.
Did I remember to lock my door?
Oh.
Ah, well, that shouldn't be a problem. Nothing bad will happen in the village as long as Candace is around.
You know that Candace is in Caravan... Ribat? He'll figure it out. Why do the CyYu 2.0 redeems not work? Because the redeems are in CyYuNo 2.0. Not in CyYu 2.0. Bro is getting robbed as we speak. True. Yo, watch this. First try. Damn, did you have that? If there's a place you want to get, I'm the one you need to... Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Hey, Zan. Thank you for the 5 months. Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You don't see me? Shh. They don't see me. I'm a ghost. How long did I record the audio for this? For in May? February? Maybe? Might have been March? I have to check. I don't know. It actually wasn't that long ago. Let me actually see. Technically, I was right. It was, yeah. Yeah, it was February. Hey, Mystic, thank you for the sub. Getting sweaty, Tainari.
Hold on. I see some people over there.
Tervine, thank you for the subbies.
Do you think it's safe to ask them what they know?
Should be. I'll go.
The fuck you doing?
No. I'll do it.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Huh? Why can't Cyno go talk to them? What difference does it make?
Given my background, appearance, and the way I dress, I might not be the most welcome visitor here. Just in case, it's probably better to let a more neutral party handle things.
Racism. Nah, I'm just kidding. La-di-da-di-da.
Ah, hello there. I hope I'm not interrupting. My friend and I are looking for an elderly man who's gone missing around these parts. Any chance I could ask you a couple of questions?
So let me get this straight. You're not gonna let me talk to my to my literal reverse Flash over here? Also, I love his hair.
Oh, a missing person, huh?
That's my boy!
Sure. What do you want to know?
Sure. Bro, talking with Zeno, because, dude, he was so nervous. He was like, is this right? Am I doing it? And I was like, bro, you got it. Deep breaths. It's totally fine. I'm so happy for my boy.
I'm just wondering if you've seen him. Let me give you the details.
Jump him.
So, a silver-haired guy in a long robe, culture type with thoughtful eyes, and he's traveling alone.
Just Cyno in the background. Did he say anything? What's he saying? Hey! Tainari! Nari, what's he saying?
He'd stand out like a sore thumb around here.
Are they talking about Cyrus?
Yeah, sounds like the kind of guy we'd remember if we saw him.
Oh, shit. Hi! Fuck, they saw me.
He's looking behind me.
Yeah, no shit. Damn, look at his eyes. Jesus!
Uh-oh. That guy's looking our way.
Chat, have you ever heard those stories about one true love? When you see them across the restaurant, see them across the bar, and you just lock eyes and you're like, damn, he's the one. I'm fucking kidding.
Your friend over there stands out a lot too.
That's because I'm a 5-star. What star are you? I bet you're a 4. Huh. Loser.
Hey, aren't you Cyno, the General Matra?
And aren't you the guy ripping me off? I mean, hi.
Yes, that's me.
That's me.
You don't seem surprised that I recognized you.
Well, I am the General Matra.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, you're the one looking for the old man who's gone missing, aren't you?
Who else would it be? Like, they really are the reverse of each other, huh? Because, like, even their eyes are, like, the opposite. And when I say opposite, it's like, you know, complementary colors like red and green, orange and blue, yellow and purple.
I have a bad feeling about this guy.
All right, Han Solo, relax. Did you guys not pay attention to that? Like the complementary color stuff? Or like the opposite, Majin? Because like he has darker hair, Cyno has white hair. You know, his Sethos' whole aesthetic is brighter colors with white, while Cyno's is black and purple.
Someone's on edge. You don't trust me much, do you?
Like, Sethos has more orange than Cyno, and Cyno has bits of orange, while Sethos has bits of purple. They really are their opposites. Which is why I really want to do the Sonic print.
No need to hide it. I understand why you're wary of us. Still, you came to us asking for help. Do you want it or not?
I always want it.
I thought you were a group of merchants. Seems I was mistaken.
Yeah, great job, Tighnari. You messed it up. Hold on, chat. Once I'm done streaming. Also, funny enough, Xeno did text me during the stream. He was asking for an artist. Lamau. Same one I'm commissioning right now. Let me get this over to Xeno real quick. Then I don't forget. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Copy. Do-do-do. Sweet. Okay. Tell him we say hi. Also, my chat says hi.
Your henchmen don't look like much, but something tells me they put up a better fight than most mercenaries.
Hey, hear that, guys? You're my henchmen now.
Yeah, you guys suck.
Suits me, as long as I get paid for it.
True.
Just cut to the chase already. I'm running out of patience.
And I'm getting tired of looking at your face.
All right. Come with me. All of you.
Where are you taking us?
Don't you want to find your friend? Silver-haired, long-robed, culture type with thoughtful eyes? Sounds like there's a whole other side to Cyrus I didn't know about.
So you know where he is?
Just follow me. I'll take you to him.
This is a trap. Look at us frolicking. Jack, do you guys know how many times Xeno and I have been paired? Like, do you guys know how many times Xeno and I have been paired up together? Not only this, but in Akademiya, as Miyamura and Ishikawa, in Persona 3 Reload, he's Junpei, I voice Akihiko. In Jesus Christ, in Disgaea 7, in link click. And I'm sure there's like, oh, there was this one Netflix anime we got paired up in. I can't remember the name. It was this weird alien invasion army thing. But there's just way too many. There's just way too many. And I'm sure there's more that I can't remember. It's too many, my guy. No, not gate.
And here.
This is a hole.
What? Where are you looking? There's nothing here.
Please step back.
Use your mind's eye. Oh shit, I was joking.
Something's coming out of the ground.
Oh yeah, journeys. Hey.
What is this enormous building doing here?
How come I don't look like that?
And how was it so well hidden? King Deshret's technology?
I mean, it wouldn't be known as the Temple of Silence if it was just out and about, right?
Wait, so... Hold on, who are you guys really?
Come on.
Is this the Temple of Silence? So you're a member?
All good questions. There'll be plenty of time to address them later.
Where the hell are we in the map? Oh shit, like here? Really? Damn! Domain expansion. Man, if Xeno gets cast in HSR, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm waiting, chat. If he ends up being Gen in Kaiju number 8, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, damn it!
It's not what Paimon was expecting.
I should have scanned him while we were chasing him.
Especially not hidden right next to an oasis.
Damn, this looks sick.
Oh, Paimon's scared.
That was cute.
They must have kidnapped Cyrus. Do you think this is the guy Raka met in the tavern?
What's wrong? Thinking about your professor?
He's so sad.
I just hope for your sake you haven't done anything you might regret.
Bitch.
Me too. Hope I haven't done anything to incur your wrath.
Xeno's so good. Talk to the mysterious person. Bro, this is sick. Are we in a new map? No, we are just here. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. No, this is different. Interesting. I love this music. I really hope that Natlan's designs are as varied and unique as Sumeru. I know that not a lot of people like the Sumeru designs, which personally I don't get it, but the Sumeru designs are still some of my favorite ones. So I just hope the Natlan ones are like varied in a lot of ways. I don't think there's anything that can compare to the magical feeling of the Sumerian music. I feel, here's the thing, the soundtracks in each region are so unique and special to them. Like, my personal favorite is the Fontaine music because it's like jazz and that kind of thing. But the Sumeru music, there really is something about it for me. But the same could be said for like other nations, right? But I mean, for me, it's definitely right now. And the thing is, when Natlan shows up, I'm gonna be honest, that's probably gonna overtake all the regions, because bro, if I hear Spanish guitar, it's over. Bro, this place is huge. Doctor, you're huge.
All right, you can wait here for now.
I also love the Egyptian design.
I'll inform our leader that you've arrived at the Temple of Silence. Sit tight until he comes to greet you.
Okay.
So he's just gonna leave us here unattended?
Yeah.
Maybe we're not being kidnapped after all.
Well, what are we gonna do,
They can't have been at the
Paimon?
Oasis by chance. They were waiting for us. Whoever the leader is here, they were obviously counting on us showing up.
Nope, they never asked for his
So
name.
this is the Temple of Silence. After leaving the rainforest, they hid themselves here?
Oh, you're back.
Look, that guy's coming back.
You're back.
Don't worry. Someone will come and call for you soon.
So what's your name?
What's your name?
Thank you. Please at least tell us what to call you.
Sorry, guess I was so delighted to see you, I forgot to introduce myself.
Also, chat, you know he's the actual opposite of Cyno? Because my guy wears shoes.
My name is Sethos. I'll be here if you need me, but I'm not planning on answering all of your questions. Other than that, you can occupy yourselves however you see fit.
Wait, he wears shoes?
So we're free
Look at
to
the wide shot next time you see his full body.
Yep. I mean, I'm not worried about you running off. Cyrus is here. And unless I've misunderstood, you're all quite anxious to see him again.
He's right. Well, if we've got some time, we might as well take a look around.
And a shirt. Disgusting. Wait. There he is. Look at that. Look at those filthy fucking... Look at that, chat. Look at that. Fucking shoes. Shoe wearer! Where's your dual disc, Sethos? Yeah. Genius invocation TCG, bitch.
These guys clearly care a lot about each other. This is a long way for them all to come.
Yeah, that's fucking right, bitch. Now whip out that deck. Of cards, of cards!
Hey, Sethos. Have you got some time to chat?
Sure. Although, I'm assuming by chat, you mean you have questions for me? I don't blame you. Anyone else would.
So, you get a lot of people asking you questions?
Not often. The Temple of Silence is a place of quiet and solitude. We don't get too many visitors.
You were the one who tricked Uraka, right? Do you know Cyno?
What kind of question is that? He's the General Matra. Everyone in Sumeru knows who he is.
Yeah, that's right. You know who I am.
Right, but back at the Oasis, you can't have known who he was for sure, or you wouldn't have asked him. So, what we're really asking is, have you never seen him in person before?
I've lived in the desert my whole life. Guess you could say I've never had the pleasure.
Well, Cyno's been roaming the desert for years. So...
Ugh, why does Paimon feel like this guy's not being straight with us?
Because why would he be?
Come on, we've only just met. If I give you all the answers up front, you'll have nothing left to look forward to.
True.
Yes, that was me. Although, tricked is a stretch. He was asking everyone in the tavern about ways to make some easy money. He insisted that nothing was off the table, even if it broke the law. So, I told him that Cyrus had embezzled a large sum of mora from the desert.
You're a liar.
So you framed Cyrus for a crime that he did not commit?
No. That's not entirely true. Let me jog your memory. The letter just said that he had uncovered Cyrus's secret. It didn't say what secret that was.
Ha!
Of course. Uraka was a great accomplice, really. Very cooperative with a little bit of wine in him. Did exactly what he was told. And not much of an original thinker, though. It doesn't surprise me that he struggles academically.
You got a 16-year-old drunk?
Why did Cyrus leave for the desert as soon as he received the letter?
You'll have to ask him that one yourself. Certain things I can't answer for him.
Different cultures, chat.
I'm neither judging nor defending him.
Different cultures. Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. In Ecuador, when I was young, literally, my 13-year-old cousin on New Year's got drunk. And then he threw up. So, yeah. And also, I think in Ecuador, the drinking age is like 16 or something. I don't know.
All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem.
In Canada, it's 18.
And it was his own choice to take the bait.
In Ecuador, we drink as kids. Have you ever been to the Akademiya?
Nope. Not once.
Really?
I have no need to go there. Not when the taverns are full of the urakas of this world. Besides, we're well aware of what goes on at that place.
Are you saying you have spies inside the city?
Spies? It's not as clandestine as that. The city gates are wide open. Anyone's free to walk in. You can find out all you need to know just by walking around town and hearing the word on the street.
Damn, that's all I wanted to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I got this.
The situation's even more complicated than I expected. I should make sure I know the way out before we go any further.
Smart.
Professor.
Whee! Can the traveler drink in Sumeru? Because I remember they couldn't in Mondstadt. Really? Can I leave? Oh, I can. Open the door. Oh. Well, there you go. Septile, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Yo, look at the bird. Like chimera, kind of sphinx.
Goodbye, Cyrus. I'm leaving.
I never imagined that the true Temple of Silence would be hidden somewhere like this. We've passed through these parts before, but never noticed anything.
Reverse, thank you for the prime.
That's King Deshret's technology for you, I guess. It borders on the miraculous.
Miraculous!
Amazing to think that it's been preserved intact all this time.
We should be wary of our hosts. Still, at this point, we can be confident that the professor is safe and sound. So that's something.
Hey, thank you for the 300 biddies. All right. The door.
Ah, here he is.
Where is he? Damn. That is crazy seeing Tighnari in the desert, I'm not gonna lie. Potato Princess, thank you for the 2 months. This is actually a really cool area. The book stuff reminds me a bit of that library from...
The person you wish to see is here.
From Avatar.
Well done, Sethos.
Bugged Kana, thank you for the prime.
Greetings, one and all. I am Ba Moon, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. I know why you are here, and I thank you for your patience. Bring him out.
Oh my god, this voice also sounds familiar. Who is this?
Professor!
Professor!
Cyrus, are you okay?
Damn, on your knees.
Watch what you're doing.
True?
Oh, my apologies. We have no intention of causing you distress. But you must understand, Cyrus is of great importance to us. We had to find a way to bring him back to us.
It's Craig Lee Thomas, bro. Speaking of people I get paired up with as like constant back and forth, like against someone. I love Craig Lee Thomas. Let me just start by saying that. But literally, Genuine and Locha, right? Craig Lee Thomas is Locha, right? He's also one of these clown villains in Lost Ark, right? So that's another pairing. While I voice Carmine, he's also he's Harvey. He's Harvey in Octopath Traveler. He's the reason I went to jail. Fucking Craig Lee Thomas. I love this dude. God damn it. And now this. Oh, brother. Yes, he's Harvey. Fucking Harvey. God damn it. Craig Lee Thomas is so funny. Especially in the Helldivers commercial or the promo at the beginning. He's like, no! If you guys didn't know that, if you play Helldivers 2, that like promo at the very beginning of the game that plays, that is Craig Lee Thomas. If you were not aware, it's really funny.
Cyrus owes me his life, and to the Temple of Silence, he owes a debt of gratitude. I let him go a long time ago, but now...
Fucking Craig.
The time has come to demand payment.
I wanted to end my feud with this old bag of bones before you caught up with me, but you got here so quickly. Just leave, Cyno. This is a matter between us two old men. You're all too young to get involved.
So that's why you didn't want to report the letter. You'd made up your mind to come here from the beginning. You only left in such a hurry to try and throw us off your trail.
Stupid old man.
Some things in life catch up with you. No matter what you do, you shouldn't have come. That alone brought the others.
Cyno didn't make us do anything. We came here for the same reason he did. To rescue you. We'd appreciate you telling us the truth. Otherwise, it seems a little unfair on everyone who had to stay behind.
Also, it's kind of ironic that Cyno is like, you went off on your own, you had already decided, when Cyno did the exact same thing.
My secrets are secret for good reason. Bringing them to light can only lead to misfortune.
You're afraid, aren't you? You can't bring yourself to speak of your past deeds to the students you nurtured as if they were your own children.
Bro, fucking Craig. Dude, your voice, it's like butter. I love Craig's voice.
You recognized our emblem because for many years you lived among us. Indeed, you all but became one of us. You knew as soon as you saw the letter that we, not Uraka, were the ones speaking to you. It threatened you only because you know what you did. Your own guilt convicted you. For you, Cyrus, are a traitor.
Traitor!
You once shared your learning with us, and joined us in our mission to revive the might of Hermanubis, to bring new hope, new opportunity.
Flavorless, thank you for this.
But then you betrayed us. You bargained for your independence with your past contributions. And then you left, taking with you Hermanubis' might and the wielder of his power.
Damn.
We both know what I said to you that day. That as the leader, I grant you permission to leave, but that one day, the sands of time will catch up with you.
Oh, what a good
And when
shot.
that day comes, you must pay the price you owe.
Dude, this is a great shot. Oh my God. Wait a minute. That's a wallpaper.
You really know how to hold a grudge.
Hermanubis' might? And the wielder of his power?
That's me.
Does he mean you?
Who else would it be? Come on, guys. Catch up.
Professor, anything to say?
The moon is right. I came here once before. He rescued me from the brink of death once, many years ago in the desert. When he learned that I was a scholar, he invited me to come here and revive the might of Hermanubis together. It was a great, daring plan, and one shrouded in secrecy. The Temple of Silence had been bereft of Hermanubis for too long. The strength of its faith and its warriors were waning.
I love the black and white with the fires being red.
Bamoon proposed that we implant bar fragments, shards of Hermanubis, into the bodies of suitable vessels. If the experiment was successful,
The spirit of Hermanubis would then dwell within the vessel. Many believers volunteered themselves for the experiment. But we soon discovered that the bodies of grown adults could not withstand Hermanubis' power. In the end, Bamoon offered his own adoptive grandson.
Adoptive grandson, interesting.
One other child was identified as a suitable vessel.
Huh?
And his parents agreed to release him into our custody in exchange for a small fortune.
What?
These two children were our only hope for hosting Hermanubis' power.
Cyno's parents suck! I actually did not know that bit. They sold him? Man. Genshin Impact, the game of orphans.
For many years, the Temple of Silence had been in possession of 2 Ba fragments from Hermanubis. As remnants of his raw power, they were exceedingly rare treasures. The test subjects were sent into a room that had been prepared for the ceremony and instructed to approach the Ba fragments, whose power had been amplified. If, after some time, this power did not repel them, this would mean that they were suitable vessels.
Right.
The original plan was for a 3-stage experiment: resonance, implantation, and recovery and observation. The resonance stage went quite smoothly for both candidates. As the 2nd stage began, I realized a decision had to be made. Should we implant the fragments one at a time? This would allow us to monitor the results after the first round and adjust our plan accordingly. Or alternatively, we could implant each fragment in a different vessel at the same time and compare their effects. But as I was deliberating, both Ba fragments suddenly became active. They glowed
think of the 15
with a
months.
light we had never seen before. I knew that if they were not implanted right away, they would disintegrate and be gone from the world for good.
Well, damn.
Our 2 vessels had both displayed great promise by successfully resonating with the fragments. Under the circumstances, the thought of implanting both fragments into the same vessel seemed out of the question. To preserve our faith and our power, we implanted each of them with a single fragment.
Ultimately, I ended the experiment and left, taking one of the children with me.
In recognition of your past contributions, I chose not to send someone to hunt down and kill you both. Your lives were spared, but I have paid a great price for your betrayal ever since.
Huh?
I have always wanted to see you, Cyno. Losing you and your Ba fragment dealt us a devastating blow. We've been in decline ever since you left.
What do you mean by that?
I see. So that's how I gained my power.
Look, in essence, I borrowed your Ba fragment for a decade or so. And now you are seeking justice. If you want to take my life, then so be it. I'm an old man now anyway. But you cannot lift a finger against Cyno. He is the General Matra. Your actions would be seen as a declaration of war against the Akademiya.
I'm sure you don't remember anymore, dear Cyno.
Nope.
But you've met us all before. You were so young then, when we all gathered around and celebrated the revival of our Lord.
Man, it just goes to show, Cyno and I have more and more similarities. My guy is forgetful. I forget shit all the time.
You and he, Sethos, you were our final hope.
You'd like me to return my power?
As a follower of Hermanubis, I have allowed this power to remain in the rainforest for far too long.
Are you an orphan? No.
Now, it is time to reclaim it.
You can try.
That power is not yours to reclaim. Cyno was chosen by the gods. You cannot take what they have bestowed.
You are wrong. Cyno was chosen, but he was not the only one. My child, Sethos, has the same gift as he.
So those are your terms for freeing the professor?
I beat his ass and we good.
Despise me all you want. My sins are my own. The Temple of Silence is an innocent party. It is because of my foolishness all those years ago that the Temple's glory has waned. And now I must take responsibility for the decision I made back then.
So what you're saying is, the power of one Ba fragment is not enough? You're asking me to return the one in my possession, so it can be implanted in him instead?
Divine power causes great suffering to those who wield it. How do you know that Sethos would be able to withstand it?
I don't!
He is no longer a small child. But regardless, this burden is ours to bear, and your objections mean little given that you turned your back on us long ago.
Bro, Craig Lou Thomas sounds like fucking David Wald.
Both my heart and mind are telling me that what you are proposing is a terrible idea. However...
Don't listen to him, Cyno. That power is no more yours to give than it is his to take. You have to understand.
I know. But if this is a question of your freedom versus a fragment of power, then there is nothing to debate.
Yeah!
Sorry to interrupt.
Cyno's
but
a real
in my
one.
view, there are a number of contentions here that still need addressing. Say that Cyno refuses to return his power, and you also refuse to release Cyrus. Then, we are at an impasse. I find it hard to believe that you went to all this effort without planning for that possibility. You're trying to gauge where we stand while keeping your remaining cards close to your chest.
Look at my nerd.
Well, my stance
Thinking
is
logically.
put the rest of your cards on the table. Then we can have a discussion.
Genius Invocation TCG, let's go.
Those ears. So, we have a descendant of the Valukashuna in our midst. Splendid. Fate smiles upon us after all. Everything we have longed for, Hermanubis will provide. Perhaps this very day we'll...
Hey, you good? Bro, that guy got COVID in the cave. That's crazy.
Why is he coughing so much? He looks like he's in really bad shape.
Balmoon's condition is critical. He must have been forcing himself to act strong. His eyesight must be failing him too. Otherwise, he would have noticed Tighnari's ears right away.
Moon, you...
Take our leader back to his room.
Sethos, you must...
Grandfather, I know what you wish to say. Leave this in my hands. I don't like to drag out conversations, so I'll just cut to the chase. Had Cyrus not stopped the experiment all those years ago, the plan would most likely have been a success. The wisdom of Hermanubis would have been ours. Still, it's no use talking about what-ifs. We cannot change the past.
No, we can't.
I'm not like my grandfather. The Temple of Silence has a grand legacy and a sacred duty to fulfill. So it's somewhat inevitable for the leader to have an inflated sense of self. But I see things a little differently. I don't believe the temple has the same stature that it once did. Time has worn away at its prestige and changed things almost beyond recognition. So I'm not going to force your hand. You're all free to leave. Except for Cyrus. My grandfather gave him his chance once. And now I'm giving the rest of you yours.
Damn.
You have courage and wise judgment, kid. Reminds me a lot of Bamoon in his younger years.
Hey, shut up!
I truly wish that the temple would take an objective look at the Akademiya of today. You've been to the city yourself. I'm sure you've seen that much has changed for the better. And things will only continue to improve. Why not consider cooperating with the Akademiya once more?
If you hadn't betrayed my grandfather, I might well be open to persuasion. But it's a bit too late for that now, Cyrus.
Damn.
Tighnari made a good point earlier. He said there has to be more to your plan than this, and I agree. All you and Ba Moon are after is the Ba fragment. The professor will accept whatever fate you deem fit for him out of a sense of guilt. I am the one who has a choice to make. And that's how it was always going to be.
Dude, I love that shot of Sethos.
You want to trade the Ba fragment for the professor, correct?
I'm glad to see you're giving it some serious consideration.
I won't forsake my professor, nor do I intend to run from a problem that I must face sooner or later. Give me one night to make my decision.
That works. Then I'll be waiting to hear your verdict, Cyno. Oh, my grandfather still has a fair few things he wants to say to Cyrus, so I'll be escorting him back now.
That's such a good shot. Dude, I love that.
So
what are you thinking? Sure about negotiating with him?
I need to think this through. Everyone, let's meet again later tonight. Until then, take some time for yourself.
All right, well, don't put too much pressure on yourself, Cyno. If you need any help working things out, just come and find us.
There's the quest. Now we gotta wait till nighttime, Chad. Oh boy. Just fight the cave people? Bro. What do you think we're gonna do? We're gonna play Patty Cake. And duel him in Genius Invocation TCG, obviously. I said it first.
I've taken some time to reflect on this. If I had to guess, Professor Cyrus came to the desert knowing that he would almost certainly never return. He's a stubborn man who tends to double down when he feels strongly about something.
Double down!
We won't get anywhere trying to convince him to escape.
I agree. My master Nephis says the same thing. Once Cyrus makes up his mind about something, he won't listen to reason.
Hey, say so!
So that's one thing.
Thank
a few
you for the
other
raid.
things come to mind too.
How's it going, Raiders? If you're wondering why it's in sub-only mode, it's because the fans be kind of crazy. Anyway, thank you for the raid. I hope you all had a good time. I hope you all had a good stream. We're playing Genshin Impact. We're doing the Cyno Story Quest. Sumeru is back, baby! And yeah, hope you all had a good time.
You've heard all you need to hear about the Temple of Silence. So on that, I don't have anything to add. My own memories of this place are hazy, though. Probably something to do with the overpowering presence of the Ba fragments. That might explain why I suffered from constant headaches and fevers as a child. I do remember having some fleeting moments of profound emotion when vague images would appear in my mind. But I don't recall much, only bits and pieces. I was still young then, and all I could understand was that there was a strong will inside my mind. Thinking back on it now, I suppose it was Hermanubis' way of trying to encourage me, even if we couldn't communicate. The power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith. So if the will and might of Hermanubis is a real, intangible thing, and they are its rightful worshippers, then...
You're not gonna give in to their demands, are you? Surely there has to be another way.
There must be.
No. I have no intention of returning it.
Cornerstone?
I need this power to protect Sumeru. But the temple has the right to make the final decision over its fate, since it belongs to one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. So I will challenge them head-on, and win the right to wield this power for myself, fair and square.
Fair and square.
This reminds me of something Alhaitham mentioned to me just before we left. He said that the Temple of Silence was originally founded by the ruling elite of the day. Traditionally, such organizations are bound by a strict and ancient code of nobility. Kaveh has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He says many of them have their own internal rules. They talk about the importance of never dishonoring their tribal bonds, or the rules laid down by their ancestors. I think we could turn that to our advantage. Go back to them with a proposal of our own.
All right, Sharks.
Wow,
Here's our
and
proposal.
just like that, we've turned the tables on them.
Looks like we have the same idea. Turn it back on them now while we still can, in terms that they cannot refuse. That's how we win this.
That sounds good to me.
Great. And I know just how to start the conversation. Let's go find Sethos. We'll tell him that I know a thing or two about medicine and would like to take a look at his grandfather's condition.
True. Ready? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to disturb you guys. Bum 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 bum. This place is so big. Psh, Temple of Silence, you're huge.
Sethos, let's talk.
Let me in. Knock, knock. Yoo-hoo.
Have you made up your mind?
Bro, that's so funny. This man texted me just as Sethos showed up. He says, "Hi, chat. I hope y'all enjoyed the story quest." Like, bro. Just as Sethos came back on screen.
We'll get to that, but first, I have some degree of medical training, so I was wondering if you might let me take a look at your grandfather?
Why do you want to look at my grandfather, huh?
I have no objections, although we do have our own doctors here. I doubt you'll be able to tell us anything we don't already know.
Yeah, but I might.
Only one way to find out.
Follow me. Keep your voices down. We don't want to disturb him.
I mean, it is called the Temple of Silence, not the Temple of Loud Noises. Cyno takes out his medical kit and performs a basic medical exam for Bamoon.
Let's talk outside. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and his prognosis is quite grave. I'm sure that your physicians have come to the same conclusion.
No, actually. They said he was sleeping.
He appears to have sustained a serious injury in his youth, which has been exacerbated over the years by the heavy burden of work and now by the effects of old age. Regretfully, I must inform you that based on what I've seen with patients in a similar condition, he doesn't have long left. A few days at most.
Man, Tainari, way to bring the mood down.
Yeah. I've known for a long time.
You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a lot of respect for the man. But you also see things differently. You have a broader range of concerns and a more pragmatic approach. So tell me how we can end this on your terms. Let's find a way to bring all this to a resolution while Bamoon is still alive to see it. That's what really matters to you. I know it.
Look at this. Conversation. Talking like adults.
Yeah, there's no time to waste here. You know that better than anyone.
Paimon, shut the fuck up. You're gonna ruin this. Dude, my guy.
You know, the two of you are actually in a very similar predicament right now. Both of you have a very different perspective from the men who raised you.
Right. And you didn't create this situation. They did, but somehow you've ended up having to make the tough decisions.
Yeah. Fucking stupid.
You're right. We both look at this problem very differently than the people we inherited it from. I accept, Cyno. This all began because of Hermanubis. So let's end it with the right he himself created. Legend has it that when Hermanubis first arrived in Tuletula, He sparred with the city's residents. He and his 2 companions proved their mettle by fighting over several days, winning the support of many fine people.
Well, damn.
That group of supporters were some of the first members of the Temple of Silence, and the sparring matches were enshrined as one of our founding rights, the right of duels.
Duels?
It's where it all began.
Sounds very fitting. I'm in.
As a fellow vessel of Hermanubis, your ties to the Temple of Silence run deep. So I will permit you to participate in this rite, along with your chosen companions.
I don't need chosen companions.
3 against 3. Sounds good.
However, I have some additional terms. As the challengers, you must win all 3 of your fights to win. And Cyno, both of us must put our Ba fragment on the line. The winner takes them both.
Bet.
Letting Cyrus leave with one of the Ba fragments was a mistake, made by my grandfather out of pity. It is a long-standing issue that must be addressed for the Temple of Silence to move forward. I can make no concessions on that front.
Fair enough.
None needed. We're on the same page. If I win, the Temple of Silence must release Cyrus and consider this past dispute resolved.
Zeno got back to me. He goes, "Let's go, divine timing. Thank Hermanubis." Bro, we're literally talking about him. Lama. Dude, I love Zeno.
If you win, I'll return my power to you.
It's a deal. Then let's meet at the ceremonial hall tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock? It's a date. I mean, a fight. I mean, a duel. It's a date. A time. Place. Time to lock in, boys.
Well, after how that went, there's definitely no turning back now.
There never was. Turning back hasn't been an option for me since the moment the professor slipped away to return to the desert.
You have to win. You need this power, both as General Mahamatra and for yourself.
Thank you, Tainari, for those encouraging words.
Yeah, that's right. Besides, it stayed with you ever since you were a small child. Surely that's a sign it thinks of you as its rightful owner.
Both as General Mahamatra and for myself. Yeah, when you put it that way, I've had to overcome a lot to tame this power and claim it for myself. Not everyone could have done that.
Exactly.
Let's not get sidetracked. We gotta focus on winning. We'll help you see this through.
The Traveler and I will never lose.
Cyno cheating on Tainari with Sethos? No puede ser. Now it's Tainari walking in. ¿Cyno? Oh. Esto es exacto lo que piensas. Just Cyno saying, this is exactly what it looks like.
And neither shall I. The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that, for a variety of reasons, fell out with the civilization of the rainforest. It's just as Dia said. Prejudice has pushed people apart. But there must be personal factors at work here too. I can't shake the feeling that Bamoon cares for many more things than he lets on. And I don't think that Sethos is any kind of villain. He's just doing what he thinks is best. Tomorrow, everything will be resolved.
Da-na-na. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember how long the time needed to be. Before we continue, I do gotta use the restroom real quick. I'm just gonna fast forward first. All right, cool. So before we continue, I shall go to the restroom. I shall return. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, chat. I was helping my mom move some boxes and also taking out Ryuji. Okay.
back into the dunes.
We got this. Easy peasy. It is crazy just seeing how my house is actually coming together thanks to my mom. And I was like, wow, this looks like a home. As opposed to just having boxes everywhere.
We gather on this day to perform once more the rite of duels, with the greatest of all sages, Lord Hermanubis, as our witness, for his power and authority is present in our midst.
And this is it. Hey, the Temple of Silence ain't, I feel like it's lacking a few members.
This is our most sacred of ceremonies, and no
6,
disruption
7, 8,
from the
9.
audience shall be tolerated. It is incumbent upon all to observe the duel with the
12?
utmost respect and reverence throughout the proceedings.
Y'all have 12 members? Because the people, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the left. 7, 8, 9. Oh, 10. A guy hiding in the corner, right? And then the 2, Sethos and this guy, Dwanra. So 13 with his grandpa. Oh my god, the organization 13.
Representing the Temple of Silence, the Defenders.
There he is.
The 13th member.
Grandfather, you're here.
I thought you were in a coma.
Oh.
A rite of duels after all these years. I am surprised by your decision, Sethos.
Grandfather, you should probably be in bed right now.
I know what I'm doing, Grandfather. Just leave it to me.
Representing the Akademiya, the Challengers.
Pose, motherfucker! Let me just... Hell yeah! That's a squad! It's like, yeah, you're talking about us, bitch.
Ready. We will fight to have our voices heard.
Yes, sir.
Warriors, take your positions and decide on the order of battle.
The only thing that could have made that better, if it was Cyno, Tighnari, Alhaitham, and Kaveh. That would have been the only thing that would have made that better. And it's just like, yeah, we back.
We come not to debate what brings our challengers here, nor what will become of the defeated duelists. Duelists, the might of Hermanubis himself is at stake here. Now, fight. Fight until the rightful victor is proclaimed.
Bro, it would have been wild, like literally just, if it was the Aggravate Boys and then you just hear in the background just, back streets back, all right.
Huh? Are you sure?
Yeah. I agree. He's very strong. Sending him out first will definitely intimidate the opposing side.
Bet.
Okay, then you're second.
Sure.
We have decided.
We're ready.
So have we. Let's begin.
Bring out your NPCs. Bring out your 3 stars.
Duelists of the first bout, please step forward.
That sword hurts me. Hey, your sword sucks! Cyno's even facepalm. He's like, really? That's the fucking sword you're gonna use?
Don't forget, safety first!
Oh shit, I'm actually using...
You better play nice with them or Paimon will make you regret it!
Oh, dude,
A little bit too
no!
much chatter from the audience over there.
What blade am I even rocking? What is this? I was not expecting this sword. What sword is this? What is this? Is this Chiori's? Sapwood?
A swift end to the
A
first
craftable
bout.
Sumeru sword.
I now invite the duelists of the second bout to please step forward.
Say less.
When you're both ready, you may begin.
Kick his
Let's
ass!
begin.
Watch out!
Easy. I know how to use
He
Tighnari.
drank plenty of water before the bout, so he should be fine.
Yeah, I stayed hydrated for this.
Can't see?
Stupid. Dude, Tainari's broken. Tainari's the only bow user that will never miss on Arlecchino, by the way. So, just saying.
Thus ends the second bout. We will now move to the third bout. Duelists, please step forward.
You're looking kind of sloppy, Sethos.
I'm ready.
So am I.
Ooh?
This is the final stage of the rite. I remind you both that the terms you agreed upon in advance are binding.
Yeah, but technically we've already won 2 out of 3 times, so if you really think about it, we've already like kind of won, but you know, yeah, whatever, this is fine.
When you're both ready, you may begin.
All right. Lightning breathing over here?
I am Sethos, vessel of Hermanubis, grandson of Bamoon, the leader of the Temple of Silence.
Is that supposed to intimidate me? Adoptive, that's right, get it right.
For many years, we have kept our covenant with
This music
Lord
is hype, though.
Hermanubis by guarding the secrets of King Deshret. And even in our darkest hour, when we could not see a way forward, we chose not to abandon hope, but
Monarch.
to embark on a brave new experiment so that we might prevail.
Cut the music. Okay, cut the music. Monarch. He's dying. Literally coughed up blood. Literally was in a coma like 5 minutes ago. You got me in as well. He don't know you!
We earnestly sought Lord Hermanubis' wisdom and power, longing to see his spirit and his light descend upon us.
Let her get her bag. She's already got one. She's got like 10 and a half. She's good. Monarch gonna get the cave. Oh, right. My bad. My bad. Monarch wanted the cave for the Bracken. That's my bad.
Now, I will fight to become the rightful wielder of that power.
My boy Xeno killing it, but that's a good shot, by the way. Too bad I'm about to beat his ass.
I am Cyno, General Mahamatra of the Akademiya, student and successor of Cyrus, the Sage of Spontamod. I fight in defense of my power, my professor, and my nation.
Yeah, that's my guy. And also, I am a 5-star. Ahem, ahem.
And you? I think you left some things unsaid.
Like you're adopted.
This is a sacred duel, and Hermanubis is watching. So bare your soul.
Yeah. Yeah, you scared now, huh?
Everyone, old and young, fit and frail. They're
Dude, this
all
music is
waiting
fire.
to see how this duel will end. My grandfather is a wise leader. He is also known to be a ruler who is not afraid to get blood on his hands.
Well, yeah, his own blood from coughing.
I understand his beliefs well. And I know what he expects of me. But our faith has held us back for too long. After I grew up, I went to the rainforest once. And I saw for myself the people of the city.
Oh, brother, this guy's yapping. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Times have changed. The people
You
of
monologue
Sumeru
away,
are
buddy.
happier and more free now than in the past. I thought about this as I stood at one of the tallest points in the city, gazing down at the streets below. Then I thought of you, Cyno. You and I both wield the same power, yet the lives we lead could not be more different. Each Ba fragment of Hermanubis
What a good shot.
stands for something different. Might, glory, and one of many other secrets that have yet to be revealed. I once thought that the nature of our fragments must be what makes us so different from one another. But maybe it's that you've found your answer, and I am still searching for mine.
I am more than just a warrior. I am my own person.
Exactly.
Thanks for chiming in, buddy. Love you too.
The name Hermanubis has left its mark on both of us, shaped the course of our lives. We are his vessels, and yet we are more besides. So show me your answer, Cyno. Show me I can be more than my faith, more than the power I wield. Show me the person I can become.
Hey, I'm not supposed to answer that for you, but you know what? I'll teach you something. Cyno really like.
Bring it on!
All right, bet. Hey, the cutscene! I finally get to see what it actually looks like. Oh, they're white. That's sick. Damn. You don't get a mask?
That's all you've got? What happened to searching for your answer?
Coward. Oh, this is sick. I don't need the power. Nah, he looks sick with the white arms. Look at this pole arm. What are you lying to? This looks so good.
Fight's over. Do you yield?
No polearm for you.
You won.
Well then, looks like you found your answer.
And that answer is defeat. And maybe you shouldn't use a polearm. Oh God, that's what it looks like?
Glory to you.
Dude, that looks like a beating heart. Do I eat it? Just go, ow. The pose. It is crazy, all that buildup for no actual fight.
That is the light of our Lord, the great Hermanubis, priest over all other priests.
So I've become a priest?
His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on.
C6 Cyno unlocked.
Once a warrior of Tynar.
Huh? Tynar?
He emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar.
Al-Haytham?
After the death of the god king, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tynarian priests.
Tynarian?
And led them to the city of Tula. There, they founded the Temple of Silence. And from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization.
Damn.
Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tynarians.
Tynarians?
But peace did not last. Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city. and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence.
Thank you for the sub.
Proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city.
He looks so cool.
They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides.
Bro, Simba, I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah.
Our Lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers. With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the temple and the Tule-Tula Tainarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable. The elite of Tule-Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always in hiding, all the while keeping close watch over our secrets and staying true to our mission. Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far, far too long. Yet, today, the Temple of Silence has borne witness to the glory of Hermanubis once more.
So does that mean Cyno gets a buff?
Thank you.
That means Cyno gets a buff, right? No? That's what it means, right?
How is it? Do you feel okay?
I feel great. I feel exactly the same. Grandpa? Adopted grandpa? Oh, he died sleeping there. Nice. Tainari did say he's got a few days.
Grandfather.
You, Sethos, and the other members of the temple bid farewell to Bamun. In the great hall, people gather around the coffin and pay. Okay?
Hey, Sethos. You'll get through this.
I know. I'll miss him.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
I guess you were prepared for this. It's been a long time coming, huh?
Yeah, he's been on death's door for a very long time now. I think it was only through sheer willpower that he managed to hold on to this point.
I think it was through sheer pettiness and vengeance.
At least, he was able to see this chapter come to a close before he passed.
What's next for you?
Per my grandfather's last wishes, the Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanubis.
That's right, chat. It's me.
That entitles you to be our new leader.
I
Cyno.
lead the silence, so everyone shut the fuck up. Shh. No, I'm just kidding.
But that's never going to work, as I'm sure you realize. I'm the General Mahamatra. I am needed back at the Akademiya. I did foresee this possibility, and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, records, and environment here. As such, I am ill-suited to be your leader, Sethos.
I believe the honor should go to you.
It's not like you've already been doing that.
Were it not for this duel, or indeed if you had other intentions, the Ba fragments would most likely be in your hands by now. I'm sure Bamoon never meant for anyone but you to be his successor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you got small numbers.
You really think so?
I do.
Still, I didn't think Bamoon looked very surprised by the final result. Perhaps he had an inkling that this would be the way things end.
Well, in any case, since the Ba fragments are with me now, I guess I can call the shots. Sethos, I would like you to succeed Bamoon as the new leader of the Temple of Silence.
Yeah, didn't see that coming, did you?
You are more suited to the role than I.
Or, you know, you did.
I have complete faith that you will be an excellent leader. Just think of it as doing me a favor.
But doesn't that render everything that we've been through up to now meaningless?
No. Now I get Cyrus back.
No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become friends, which means that the Akademiya and the Temple of Silence will become partners once more.
Yeah, I win.
That's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself, times have changed. You have to believe that things can change for the better here at the temple too.
And I will perform jokes here from now on.
I will try. To be honest, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
Actually, part of me wonders whether Bamoon's intentions from the very beginning was just to create enough pressure to force us towards a duel. That way, no matter who won, one of us would have to surrender our Ba fragment, and the power of Hermanubis would be concentrated in one single person.
And in the end, neither of us get a buff, and it sucks.
Had you won, the Temple of Silence would have doubled its strength. And were I to win, he correctly anticipated that I wouldn't suddenly drop everything to become the leader of the temple, much less integrate the temple into the Akademiya by force. He knew that the temple's future would depend not just on the guidance of Hermanubis, but the support of the Akademiya too. So he made it his responsibility to ensure his successor would be free from the burdens of the past.
This sure is a lot of assumption in thinking that fucking, you know, he was playing 5D chess, but okay.
His plan meant that whoever ended up succeeding him, they would have an easier time interacting with the Akademiya. With one single letter, he lured out the professor. No matter what happened after that, it would result in a net benefit to the temple.
And here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these trivial details.
I'm the General Mahamatra. That's all I care about.
You're absolutely right. Grandfather and I considered this from every angle. We had to find a way to mend our relationship with the Akademiya. In that sense, the right of duels was just a means to an end.
Oh, so I was right. Damn.
Thank you for everything, Cyno. As a gesture of our gratitude, to those that you and Lesser Lord Kusanali deem worthy, I will grant the honor of access to the Temple of Silence for their pursuit of knowledge.
Knowledge?
The Temple of Silence has a wealth of information on King Deshret's civilization, more than any other organization in existence today. In times when you need information that only we can provide, we will be here to support you.
Chat, crazy question, actually. Since this is written information, would this have gotten erased? Like, what I mean is that, like, since it's written information, would Greater Lord Rukkhadevata written information be erased? Yes? Yes? Okay. Just making sure. Because I'm like, this would be crazy. Like, if that wasn't the case. It's forbidden knowledge now? Bro.
But you must be exceedingly careful with your selection of candidates, lest you lead humanity to repeat the same mistakes.
I think it was altered to Lesser Lord. Sure.
By the way, Tainari, my grandfather was so happy to see you. You are a descendant of the Veluka Shuna, and we are the heirs to the will of Hermanubis. The story goes that King Deshret chose the sage Hermanubis from among the Tainarians and appointed him as his familiar.
All right.
He went on to fight many valiant battles with his Tainarian companions. They always stood by each other, from the founding of the Temple of Silence
we get
to the
it.
fall of Tuletula.
They kiss. They're faded. Oh my gosh.
The Tainarians who left Tuletula joined their human counterparts in the rainforest. A few centuries later, when some of the group returned to the desert, many of the Tainarians chose to stay and put down roots in the rainforest. In all likelihood, those were your ancestors.
How fascinating. My father once mentioned that I was named after the Tainarians, but I never knew that my forebears had such a history with the Temple of Silence.
Neither did we!
I like this story.
By the way, has anyone seen Cyrus?
Oh, he's dead too.
Yes, Cyrus. You'll probably find him in my grandfather's room. He wouldn't show it in front of me, but I think he still has many fond memories of my grandfather.
If it's true that you and your grandfather really planned for everything to turn out this way, then I guess he didn't really resent Cyrus as much as he appeared to.
Yeah, Trix.
Who knows? Perhaps all of us. You, me, and Cyrus. We're all just pawns in my grandfather's plan to set things straight. He was awful like that.
Yeah, what a piece of shit.
Someone's got to make the decisions when history is at a crossroads. I will make a detailed report on all of this to Lesser Lord Kusanali, and arrange for an official delegation from the Akademiya to come and meet you in the desert. I'm sure you'll have lots to attend to in the days ahead. But once things return to normal, please come and visit the rainforest again. You should stay for a few days this time, and start to build some relationships. If we're going to work together, both sides have to get to know one another better.
I will. All right, well, bye for now, everyone. I'll be seeing you.
I'll see you in 4.7, please. At least, you know, hang out or something.
See you soon. Come hang out with us anytime.
Best of luck to you, Sethos. We never saw him again, chat. Anyway. Return to the Akademiya? Oh, no, wait.
Keep up.
You can't go to the Akademiya yet. Hey, Cyrus.
The people of the desert are stubborn folk, fiercely loyal to their heritage. Even if it means suffering years of hardship and pain. Oh, you said this yourself. But why did you feel the need to go this far? You never were the fearsome leader you made yourself out to be, Bamoon. Being stubborn and unyielding is bound to send you to an early grave.
What are you really thinking, huh?
All these years, I've felt like I'm still young. I still have lots to look forward to in life. But now, I suddenly feel...
Old as fuck?
Oh, I too have grown old, Bamoon. Just like you.
Damn. Alright, before I leave, I guess we could scan Sethos. Maybe talk to him.
Grandfather, we did it. We achieved what we set out to do. From this day on, the Temple of Silence has the chance to work with the Akademiya once more.
The Temple of Silence?
Real
Just
change.
the Temple of Noise.
Real opportunities. They are now within our grasp.
Bro, I'm talking to him like Eren Yeager. It's all going to plan. Kill him.
Hey!
Did you see, Grandfather? Cyno chose me to succeed you as leader of the Temple of Silence.
That's right. I did that shit.
I will now serve in his stead. It's still early days, and I can't say that I know him that well yet. But after that battle, I now understand why he came here with a whole group of friends. Companionship means to trust.
Never forget.
And be trusted. Just like Cyno and his friends, we too will fight side by side and support each other in times of trouble.
just have to wait for the idol to be over. Never forget my kindness. Never forget. This is the last time anyone saw Sethos. At this very moment, Sethos was murdered. Oh shit, my bad. Hey, what's up, Hal? Like I said. Alright, now we can go back to the Akademiya. And yeah, it seems like it's a permanent spot. Where'd it go? Well, the permanent spot is gone. Wait. Use your eyes. Use your eyes. Come on, Cyyu. Use your eyes. Use your eyes. Tus ojos. There it is. There it is. You have to zoom in. Well, another day goes by. It's crazy to me. So I remember when I recorded this and I saw Sethos with the polearm and his power. I was like, oh. So it's a Cyno? What? And then, according to the drip art, he's a bow user? So I'm like, what happened? Pink Game Boy, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. If you're wondering why it's in sub-only mode, it's because chat can be annoying. Well.
What were you thinking gallivanting off into the desert alone at your age? What if you take the bucket, You told not a soul what you were up to, designated nobody to handle your affairs, and left everyone scrambling frantically to try and figure out how on earth to clean up the colossal mess you'd made.
Oh, please, will you stop your yelling? What other choice did I have?
That is true.
What do you mean, what other choice? Do you mean to tell me that after all your years of learning, and sagehood no less, the only idea you could conjure up in that white-haired walnut of yours was to shoot off into the unknown like some hot-headed 20-year-old adventurer? A one-man suicide mission, That's the best idea that one of the finest minds of a generation could come up with, is it? It astounds me that you survived the journey, and you're lucky that Ba Moon didn't finish you off when you arrived.
Oh, brother.
All right. Honestly, the way you're going off on me, it's like you wish you'd been there to lend him a hand. Does it mean nothing to you that I'm your colleague and former classmate?
No.
I've got nothing more to say. What's the point of berating an old bag of bones?
Damn, he called you old.
What do you mean, bag of bones? I'm a flesh and blood hero who, despite his old age, saved our General Matra from being stripped of his powers.
All right, now you're just making shit up.
Okay, look. Fine, I admit it, I was in the wrong. How can I make it up to you?
I think so too, Mimo.
What about, a month's work at the Akademiya?
1 month? Try 3.
Oh.
Inari's master is really laying into Cyrus. Let's give them a wide berth.
Yeah, we're too young to get involved.
Professor brought this on himself. Don't pay any attention to him.
Wow, I haven't seen Master get this riled up in a long time. The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was still a student.
I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them the situation's resolved. Want to come with me? We can go for dinner afterwards. My treat.
Let's go, food!
Makes sense. I'm in.
Free food? Always happy to help.
Everyone's coming too! Let's go!
Let's go!
Nevis thinks he's getting a single day of free labor from me. He's got another thing coming.
Lamau.
I should have asked him to come help out at work much earlier. That would have kept him out of trouble and avoided this whole debacle. You'd better start packing your things. Report for work first thing tomorrow morning. I'll be waiting for you.
What about my allowance? And his lunch covered. How about dinner?
Don't push your luck.
Dude, the way
Let's
this man
not forget
talks.
who is compensating whom here.
Hey, man's gotta eat. Help me figure out something for
They
lunch.
really are an old married couple. That's crazy. Oh, are they like right? Are you what? Faruzan?
Hey, Kale.
That was probably the happiest I've ever sounded as Cyno.
Ah, you're back! Well, look who we have here. Would you mind explaining to me what has been going on this past few days? I heard you all ran off into the desert and got embroiled in a major catastrophe.
All taken care of.
That does not answer my question. How could you be so careless? That goes for you as well. Yes, and you too. When you run into problems, you really ought to ask for help, you know? I've been around the block. Don't you think it would have made sense to involve me? And let's not forget, I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Well, so do I, so.
Now would not be a good time to attempt to argue with Farazan.
Too late. Don't worry, I'm Cyno's inner thoughts.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of staff involved. Do I make myself clear? Because if you don't,
Kale, please do something.
Bro, I love how, like, Tighnari was, like, tapping Cyno, was like, hey, bro, do something.
He's giving me the signal. All right, guess it's time to play my ace in the hole.
What?
Say, Madam Farazan, I can see you're pretty upset, but, I was just wondering, remember that time you offered to give me a tour of the Akademiya? Does that offer still stand?
Huh? Wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember? Wonderful. Well, of course the offer still stands. Come on. Madam Farazan will show you around the old classrooms.
Oh, thank God. Bye.
Poor Kale getting dragged off like that. Also, check out Farazan acting like some sort of official Akademiya tour guide.
Bro, she's gonna get lost just as I did.
Kale, cup.
Cup?
Huh? What? Oh, right!
All right.
What do you mean, cup? You need a cup. I can get you a cup.
I can get you a cup?
Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
That's cute. It's not.
It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe. Tighnari and I used it while we were in school, and it's become something of a family tradition now.
Yep, that's right. When I read that shit, I was like, oh, really now? Is that what I'm saying? That's...
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. 2 people left. Let's bring them along too.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. I thought they'd be around here again. Like, I know they just walked away, but I thought they'd be around. I should have scanned the brains. I should have scanned their brains. Can I scan their brains from over here? Let me scan your brain.
Hey.
Damn it. Well, I'm assuming Kaveh will be the same.
I see everything.
All right.
Am I hallucinating? Or do I see Kaveh and Alhaitham engaged in diligent studying?
I mean, that's fair.
We're just reorganizing all the books we used. Look, there's a whole mountain of them.
There's no rush. Nobody reads these books anyway.
Nobody reads!
My sincere thanks to you both.
Yes, with your help, we resolved the issue rather swiftly and painlessly. And the outcome was better than we could have hoped for.
Cyno informs Alhaitham and Kaveh of everything that happened in the desert.
I see.
I raid.
The Temple of Silence resorted to rather unique means of self-preservation.
Preservation?
It explains how they managed to remain hidden for so many years.
And it sounds like they managed to preserve a whole load of ancient documents as well. I'd love to go check those out if I ever had the chance.
That day will come. The Temple of Silence is a hugely important organization, and we'll be sure to maintain good relations with them in the future. Now, as a token of my appreciation, I'd like to treat everyone to coffee.
Sounds good.
Yeah, coffee.
Yeah, sounds great. Although after the last few days, I don't know if I can handle another coffee. But I can just order something else.
Fair.
Sure. Let's go.
Yay, friendship! The Aggravate boys! Are they gone? Sure are gone. How much coffee did y'all drink?
We drank enough.
I should claim my dailies.
Add Astra.
Absauce.
Thank you for Add Astra.
To the cafe.
And then the Traveler just pounced on their opponent and knocked him right out cold.
I mean, it was pretty easy.
Then there was Tighnari. He put up an amazing fight too. We ended up winning all 3 bouts.
Yeah, and Cyno didn't even fight.
Whoa. Part of me wishes I'd been there to see it, but I'd have been biting my nails off worrying about you guys.
A truly edifying account of the events. Bereft of detail, but it has livened up the room all the same.
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The Traveler just pounced and then waved their sword like this, then spun around and blocked.
Despite winning
Nailed it.
3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of leader to him. That's very dignified of you, Cyno.
I just... Look, man, I've got like 7 jobs. I don't want to deal with another one.
Of course. Being dignified comes with being a true champion.
I learned that in King of Invocations. Also, thank you for the 28 months, Chaos Effect.
I got to be a champion too for once. I've not sparred much with desert folk before. It was a pretty unique experience.
The venue was pretty impressive too, a very ceremonial affair.
Yeah, huge place. It felt like something right out of an epic poem. Imagine this. It was like there was...
Maybe save that one for later, Paimon. Dessert's here.
True. Everyone enjoys each other's company and the General Mahamatra's generosity. The shockwaves. Oh, okay.
I think that'll do me for today.
Okay.
Shall we stop off at the House of Dana again before heading home? We should probably finish putting all those books back.
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
I should get going as well. See you all later. Make sure you get some good rest tonight.
We're never seeing them again for like another year, are we?
I need to go say thanks to the Core 30 for their help. Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Akademiya's work processes. So, I gotta dash too.
Kali's come a long way. She's much more confident at dealing with other people these days.
Everyone's a work in progress. You never stop learning.
Yeah, true.
That was good. It feels like everything's finally wrapped up now.
Well,
Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after a job well done. And also, those desserts Cyno got, they were really good. Paimon definitely needs more of those in the future.
then let's come back again sometime.
Do you 3 have anything planned for the rest of the day? If not, would you come somewhere with me?
Sure, where are we going?
That's a secret for now. Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
Okay, I think I can guess what you're talking about. It'll definitely be a nice surprise.
Well, now Paimon's curious. Come on,
Love how
let's go.
Tighnari just knows. Make a Sumeru event. I do hope they like... Man, the amount of time... How many events has Ito had? Has Ito had an event like every other patch? Like, it genuinely feels like Ito gets so many. There it is. Four patches in a row, bro. Like, hell, can we get like Mondstadt, Inazuma, Liyue, we never have to worry because, I mean, we usually do because of Lantern, right? But like, show Sumeru some love, damn. Inazuma just had one, sure, but like, I'm just referring to everyone else. Or like other characters from Inazuma. Like, I don't know, Tomana Yato. Albedo forgotten. For real, let's go back to Dragonspine. But yeah. I don't want this to end. Because then it's over. Because then we're never coming back to Sumeru.
Been a while since I last made my way up here.
Oh, look at this place! We're so high up!
Yeah, you better not be afraid of heights.
Need any help?
Don't underestimate me. I'm actually a tree climbing champion.
As you wish.
That's a nice spot, isn't it?
What a great view! We're so high up, we can see for miles!
Yeah, and now that Fontaine is unlocked, you can actually see into Fontaine. As opposed to it, you know, kind of like being blurred out and stuff.
Traveler.
Yeah?
Turn around.
Turn around. Wow. That's pretty. It's beautiful.
This is my secret base. Somewhere I only bring my best friends.
Bro, it's not really secret because it's like right next to that. Anyway.
When I was a student, I used to slip away and climb up here all the time, just to clear my head. I was quite young then, and hadn't made too many friends yet. Back then, I had a lot of the same questions that Sethos was asking. Who am I? Why do I have this power? And what should I be fighting for?
We were both quoting, you know, just like me and Xeno, we were both quoting Mewtwo. Who am I? Anyway, that's my dumb joke. Ignore me.
Our gifts help us to find our rightful place in the world. That was my experience. And I'm sure Sethos will figure things out in his own time, too.
As long as Hermanubis' power endures, you will remain inextricably linked to the Temple of Silence.
You two really are like brothers.
I mean, that's fair.
I feel the same way.
You're one tough cookie, Cyno. You're a true champion now.
Of course. I see no need to be humble when it comes to the facts.
Fucking Dinarian's like, oh, really? Really? Not gonna be humble, huh?
I still remember one time when we came up here to chat and do our homework. Cyno accidentally dropped a fruit. Luckily, he has fast reflexes, so he caught it just in time.
That was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip through my fingers again.
Those were good times. I kind of miss the student life.
I have never once in my life missed the student life. Never once. Never once have I thought, man, I wish I was back in high school. Man, I wish I was back. Hell no.
You know, Paimon really shouldn't be able to imagine Cyno doing something like that, but
Thank you,
for
Bianca,
some
for the link.
strange reason, the mental image is coming through clear as day.
How dare you?
Then make it stop.
Tell him.
There's somebody there. It's Professor Cyrus. You guys carry on without me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Huh? Hey, you're not supposed to jump down. Be careful.
Don't worry, we got gliders. I mean, technically we were up. Anyway. Oh, I'm only Cyno. Interesting.
Oh my days. I can't believe how stupid I look in this one.
Professor, what are you muttering to yourself about?
Cyno, just the man I'm looking for. Guess what I found in some old notebooks?
Oh,
some old photos.
Look at my boy with his cloak. Bring it back. Bring back the cloak.
Can you believe it? This notebook was just sitting in a pile of odds and ends in the Sage's office. I must have forgotten to take it with me, and no one's touched it since. It was still right there.
Bro, then no, Cyno has to be like... Nah, Cyno's gotta be like 20 or something, like mid-20s. Because look, dude, the age... My guy had brown hair. What? He didn't look old at all.
I was at the Akademiya earlier to discuss my workload with Nephis. I swung by the old office to have a look around and just happened to cross it. Well, time flies. Look how tiny you are in this picture. Still a kid.
You look quite young yourself in that one. Ah, it's this one. I remember that. Lisa took it, didn't she?
Yep. Looks like her work, all right. Who else could have found just the right angle to make me look so unbelievably hideous?
Classic.
And this one. Looks like we're both dozing off.
Oh, cheeky girl. Taking secret photos of us without our knowledge.
¿Ah? Sí. Tengo hasta junio. Sí. Yeah. Okay. That was my mom, chat.
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor?
Like I'm sorry? You were right?
Like what? Like, these are good photos, aren't they?
Alright, cut the crap.
Hey, at moments like this, I hardly know where to begin. I can't pretend I'm a good person. Bamoon had every reason to despise me. And well, so do you if you feel the same way.
Don't be ridiculous, you old codger.
Is that not what you wanted me to say?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea what the word codger was until I recorded this.
Oh, I've dreamt of that place many times after leaving the desert. Sometimes I've dreamed that I was doing research with them again. And other times, I dream of the day they saved my life. Oh, it was one of the happiest times of my life. We all learned so much from one another. You've matured so much over the years, Cyno.
Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the non-answers you just gave. So, I will do the right thing and keep my mouth shut.
As the leader of the Temple of Silence, if you will.
Good thinking. Take your own advice next time. Seriously, why bully an old man like me? I thought heroes were supposed to be gracious.
Not me.
Hey, wait, how did I not notice this one earlier?
Lisa strikes again. Just how many did she take?
Look how cute you were when you were little. I remember how well-mannered you were back then, too.
Yeah, and look how serious and professional you used to be.
Yeah, I really liked recording that one.
Oh, I can't compete with you anymore. First you get better than me at the deadpan jokes, and now you're besting me at those little quips, too.
The sass, baby, the sass.
Don't say that. I still have a lot of respect for you.
That's more like it. Hey, what would you say to meeting up with Lisa again sometime?
I'd like that. Let's find a time and pay her a visit in Mondstadt.
All right, foreshadow, please, for the love of crap.
All right, I'll add it to my schedule. Let's go next week.
Next week?
Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition. I have got to beat Zaha Hadi.
Or you could find a real hobby, Professor.
Like Genius Invocation TCG. It's a great hobby. And that is Lupus Eris Chapter 2.
Great view today. This atmosphere calls for a joke out of left field, to catch the listener unawares.
God damn it.
Time has passed too quickly.
You can take it off sub only
Children
mode.
have all grown up. But it turns out grown-up kids are no use. When Nephis comes after me, Cyno still can't do anything to protect me. Oh, that boy.
I'm pretty sure in the booth, as soon as I read that, I told the wasabi joke.
Hey!
Joke. How do I make this a joke?
Story of my life.
I can't treat my students like kids anymore. I have to admit, Cyno has matured far beyond my expectations. From now on, I'll just enjoy life as a retired sage.
There it is.
The future is safe in the hands of the younger generation.
There it is. Bro, so, this quest, how do I feel? I think it's a great story. I do feel it was lacking combat, but I feel story-wise, it was great. I do feel like it was missing, like, I do feel like the whole, like, ritual fight was a little, you know, it was a little lackluster. But story-wise, I thought it was great. I really enjoyed the story, and all the lore between characters and seeing them all again. Do you like it more than part one? I do. As an overall story, because I've been so curious about the Cyno backstory, and we even get a little bit of backstory from Tighnari. But we've seen, what I really like about it is it doesn't just feel like a Cyno story, right? It feels like a, hey, we're bringing the gang back together. Not the entire gang, but we're also introducing a new character, and we're not only learning about Cyno, but we're learning about Sethos. We're just, I thought it was a well done story. I do feel that it needed some more combat, you know, even as like a mock battle between like Sethos, but I guess they couldn't do that because then they would have to make a whole new kit, especially when it seems like the kit for Sethos is going to be completely different than what we saw in the cutscene. But yeah, this was definitely a Sumeru story, and I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun recording it and experiencing it because there were a lot of things that I didn't get to see while I was recording, because I mean, I only record for Cyno's parts, you know. Overall, I give it an 8. It's probably one of my one of the character stories that I prefer, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I prefer it over Arlecchino's. I think Arlecchino's I prefer a bit more just because of the boss battle, which yeah. And I know that a lot of people didn't like Arlecchino's story apparently because they watched the short and it kind of gave everything away is how they felt. And I was like, really? I just thought it was more enriching. Yeah, I really enjoyed this quest. I do hope Sethos gets a hangout. Yeah. And I really do hope that, you know, they come back to Sumeru, you know? I really hope that they come back to Sumeru, or Sumeru characters go off into other, like, nations, because that's the thing, right? It's not that we don't go back to Sumeru. It's just these characters don't go out of Sumeru. Like, the one time they did was in the Windbloom, but that was over a year ago. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I would like to see more of the Sumeru characters out in the world. You know, like whether it's in Fontaine and Natlin, in you know, Inazuma, Liyue, or Lantern Rite, or Mondstadt again, like wherever. It seems like they did foreshadow slightly that like Cyno will go back to Mondstadt, maybe for the next Windbloom, whenever it might be. Maybe he'll go with Cyrus and they meet up with Lisa and then they have a whole little thingy. But I would, here's the thing, I like Cyno, but I like seeing the different Sumeru characters being in other areas. So if they're gonna do that, I hope that they don't just bring along Tighnari and Kale. I hope that like Alhaitham and Kaveh and, you know, Layla and Nilu and, you know, Candace and fucking Dia get a chance to explore around. That's how I feel. Because I don't know, I like seeing everybody, like, getting a chance at this, you know? Getting a chance at, going around and getting to do all the things. But yeah, that was the Cyno Story Quest. I am not going to do this event today. I will do it at a later date, but I will try to do it on stream. I heard that it's apparently short, but we shall see. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Wind Trace, I will be streaming that on Sunday, because I come back Sunday morning. It's quite short. Then we'll do it when I come back. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining me. This was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that folks enjoyed Cyno. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really proud of the work that I did in this quest, because it's one of those things. You guys know me, I'm very forgetful, and I don't remember what I've said and how I performed certain things. So this is kind of my refresher of like, oh, did I like what I did? Did I hate what I did? And listening back, I was like, wow, we did play Cyno differently, but I feel like it's because we as the players now know who Cyno is, and also we've, like, you know, gotten used to and accustomed to him and all that stuff. So, and it was nice seeing everybody else, like, getting different kind of flavors of those characters, you know, like Kaveh not constantly being like, man, fuck, I'll hate them, and, you know, and I'll hate them not constant. Like, it was nice. And honestly, I just miss Sumeru. And I would like to do, not even just a voice, but like just to, like, I would like more experiences with the Sumeru crew, and, you know. Anyway, I'm excited for Natlin. I'm excited for, yeah, this was good. This was good. I like Genshin. I like Genshin. Oh man. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna end the stream. Thank you everybody for stopping by. You guys are absolutely awesome.